Went to bed, woke up, and I was like, well, it's got to be close to time to wake up. And it was a little after midnight. And I was like,
it's wonderful.
oh, my God.
Is that good? That's a great feeling.
Oh, it's like a vacation.
It's the best.
It's like a vacation.
It's so, you're like, I got a whole night ahead of me.
Yeah. I got another 4 hours.
2 a.m. or even 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, yes, another hour.
You know what's so funny is I actually, in my head, I go, please let it be like 2 o'clock. Just, 2 o'clock. And then it was like midnight. And I went, oh, my God, this is glorious.
Why didn't I have the reverse? I woke up at 3, peed, and then got back into bed and couldn't sleep because of things that happened when I was in high school.
Oh.
I was just laying in bed and I was like, yeah, but if I would have just done this.
Terrible.
Yeah.
By the way, when you get up, are you turning lights on?
No.
Yeah, because that wakes you up.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll come back, sit at the edge of the bed for a second, look at my phone, and then just shut it off and go back to bed. But because I need a second to kind of settle back in.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty good at just going and laying down and going.
Yeah, I try to keep myself sleepy, where I'm just like, all right, if I have to get up and go to the bathroom or do anything, maybe turn like a closet light on, but not even open the door. So there's just like a little bit of light. Yeah.
They have those like bathroom lights that
Yeah.
you can put on your toilet or underneath the cabinet. So when you walk by, it turns on.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good. And they even actually have toilet lights that go in your toilet bowl.
I have one of those.
Yeah.
In the bidet, it's like built in.
Yeah.
So listen to this dumbass I am. And I don't know, maybe you guys watch these videos too, but I have upstairs where I sleep, the floor is hardwood floor around by the wall, but carpeted in the center. Does that make sense to you?
Give it to me again.
It's hardwood floor around the room.
Okay.
But it's carpeted in the center.
Okay.
For some reason, they put hardwood just like a foot off the wall.
All right.
Like a trim almost.
Okay.
So when I walk to the bathroom, there's one spot that I avoid because it's like a soft spot in the floor. Like there's like a hole in there.
Ooh.
And the guy who owned this house before me was so weird and eclectic that I've convinced myself that he has treasure hidden under that spot.
Oh. Could be.
I mean, treasure. It's like not even like a safe or anything. Like I feel like I'm going to cut a hole in the rug and pull out a chalice or something. Like that guy has hidden all of his treasures in the soft spot in the rug. I know I'm being ridiculous.
It's treasure or termites.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
In reality, you're going to be like Tom Hanks in the Money Pit. You're just going to be stuck in there. Help, and you're running out of breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's just like a little soft spot on the rug where I feel like if I smash my foot hard enough, it's going to go right through. It's just one little tiny little spot.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced that's where the gold chalice is.
Yeah, probably treasure. Probably treasure.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I thought. I should just cut a hole in it. And then I thought two things. These are realistic thoughts that went through my head. If I cut it open and I look in there and there's nothing in there, now I have a hole in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I could ask Dino to help me lift up the carpet from the corner, but then I have to split the prize with Dino.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Not necessarily.
Or Dino could not want to split it with me and kill me.
Well,
when he sees
definitely
the
a bigger
gold
fear.
chalice, then he cuts my head, shoots me in the head.
Right, because it is your house, and you're just paying him to do work. You're not paying him to split the thing, whatever. But, yeah, the second thing would be the problem is if he decides, well, golden chalice, I'm going to kill this guy.
Right, exactly. So,
Are there a lot of golden chalices out there to be found?
Out there.
Almost all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anytime you can feel like a area that's loose in your carpet and stuff, it's
Most
usually
likely
golden
a chalice.
chalice.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
they say they go down like a checklist. They go golden chalice, termites,
Well, I just want you to know this.
rotted wood.
Yeah.
This house is properly treated for termites, so it can't be that.
Rotted wood.
It's most likely a golden chalice.
Yeah.
Just like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
course.
Just, add to the swap. To the swap.
Could be chalice, could be heroin. Who knows?
Oh,
Drugs.
no. That's the other thing I have to worry about.
Yeah.
The guy who owned this house, not the last owner, but the owner before that, he was obsessed with something to do with Al Capone.
And was he the one who had it built?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, he's a career criminal then. Drug
But
lord.
he Gio, you should have seen my dining room. My dining room was atrocious, but this guy spent thousands of dollars having it painted, and it was an odd looking dining room. And when we asked, a real estate agent said he went to Al Capone's house in Miami and was so impressed that he had the same artist come and do the ceiling here. And I was like, just paint it white.
It was a very like Miami in the 70s type vibe.
Yes.
It seemed like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we just painted it white. Just white it up.
I remember you had that big copper like thing over the stove.
Hood,
over the stove.
That was down at Mo's house.
Yeah.
That actually I thought was pretty nice, but it did not. My wife was right. It did not match the house.
It looked very outdated.
Yeah. If that was actual copper, was it real copper? Do you know?
I think it was brass.
Brass.
Yeah. I don't
Bronze?
really know. I don't really know. It might have been. If it was copper, I know it probably would have been worth some money.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. Mo took it, and I thought that's the most ridiculous. What are you going to do with that? And he repurposed it pretty well. It looks pretty good at his place. So yeah, he did a good job with that. I just if anybody needs a chalice, I think I have one upstairs. Right. Just letting you know. Did you happen to watch America's Got Talent last night?
I didn't. That was the premiere?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't see it. I usually like to hate watch it.
Okay. I'm with you on that. That's why I watched The Masked Singer.
Yeah.
What is the greatest talent to come from America's Got Talent in your recollection?
Well, I can tell you. I don't know whether it's the greatest talent. I would say most successful is I say most successful, and then I can't even remember his name. The puppet guy who has his own theater in Las Vegas.
Yes, the guy with
Jeff
the puppet.
Dunham.
Not Jeff Dunham.
The other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So a ventriloquist it was one of the most popular ones. Gio, do you recall any, Carmen? Joe?
I recall Tape Face, and only because when I went on to Vegas.
What is Tape Face?
It's like kind of magician comedy act.
Yeah,
Okay.
where he has tape. He has like an X on his mouth.
He
and
doesn't
does
talk.
weird looks and stuff.
So it's kind of, I guess, a mime / magician / comedian. I just remember when I went to Vegas, I saw Tape Face ads everywhere.
And he won?
Yes. I don't
No.
even know whether he
No.
won,
Oh,
to be
okay.
honest with you. But yeah, I do remember him, and you're right. He was everywhere.
Interesting. I remember I went to the finale and saw Tom Cotter get beat by some trained dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are great dogs.
They were little. Yeah, you like those little.
Yeah, they
those little
hop over
puppies.
each other.
Yeah.
By the way, the ventriloquist was Terry Fader.
Terry Fader,
who is also everywhere in Vegas, and he has his own theater.
superhero.
And,
Yeah.
I watched it last night, and the show is no longer the same. Although I will tell you, they roped you in with the first act. He was great. Fat black guy. They bring him out on stage, and they're like, "What is your name, sir?" And he was like, "My name is Fat Black Guy." Mm-hmm. And they're like, "What do you do?" And he goes, I think he did something with the Subway. I'm a manager at the Subway. Not the store, the actual Subway. And they're like, "All right, what are you going to do for us today?" And he goes, "Well, I have a special talent." And they bring out shot glasses to each of the judges with 4 shots in them. Mm-hmm. Then they bring him out a table with gallon glass jugs filled with the same stuff that the shots are filled with. And this guy's talent is he could chug things really fast.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, no, because he's in the hot dog eating contest every year. Giant fat guy.
Yes.
Because he drinks the lemonade.
Yes.
Like, I mean, huge, massive fat guy. And he's always in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
He drank pickle juice. He drank cream corn.
Yeah.
He drank hot dog water and ate 2 hot dogs.
Why did they have shot glasses? Were they trying to drink it before he could drink the whole gallon?
So that they could see what he was drinking. 'Cause up from where they were sitting, it just looked like colored liquid.
Gotcha.
And if anybody else wanted to partake in a shot of cream corn, they were able to do so. The guy drank,
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's disgusting. He drank a whole thing of cream corn, and then at the end, a big thing of hot sauce. I stood up in my living room and applauded. I thought it was fantastic. Carmen, I thought it was great.
He does. I always see him in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. He's not great at that, but then he does the lemonade chug.
He wasn't so great at chugging the liquids either. They were going all over his face and stuff. But
it kind of looks like he just pours it down. It doesn't. There's no like.
It was a great way to start the show because you brought him out there. Everybody's excited. You have no idea what his talent's going to be. You're like, fat black guy, probably going to sing real well, probably can sing real well. and ends up chugging cream corn. And I was like, this is great.
So you ready for this? My brother Tom was on swim team when he was in high school and stuff. And there was a guy on his swim team named Stryker Reed. How cool of a name is that?
I mean, that's a 80s radio name.
Isn't that great, though? His name was Stryker Reed. He was swim team. He was like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Like, I was 5-6 years young or whatever, so I'm like, that's cool. This Stryker's cool. Stryker could, and I don't know what his
But
sexual...
can I ask you a question? When you're a parent, you're naming your kid Stryker. You're destined to name him a cool kid. He's got no choice but to be a spy or an Olympian.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think,
That's
yeah.
a great name, Stryker.
So I don't know what his sexual preferences were, but he could open his throat. He could open his throat, so he could pour as fast as it would go.
Yeah.
And he would do like giant milkshakes and stuff and just go that, just like that. And it was crazy.
Oh, Stryker Reed.
So I think people just have that where they can do it. I mean, this guy doesn't sound like he's just pouring it on his face.
Pouring it in his face.
Everything
he was
else.
just eating cream corn really fast. It was amazing to watch.
Eric Badlands Booker.
Yeah.
Might be him. I don't remember.
I'm guessing because I mean, unless there's another giant fat guy who chugs things.
I mean, I bet there's a lot.
Possible.
There was probably a lot of guys watching last night going, I could chug faster than that. So this guy gets up there and he does this and is like, that was pretty amazing. Then the next thing is like, I don't understand how you're expected to compete against these things. This guy was chugging cream corn, and the next thing is a team of like Industrial Light and Magic from Brazil, and they have this whole presentation with lights and dancers and lasers and 3D movies. I'm like, that's not a talent? That's a company. You can't put that in there. That was ridiculous.
Well, the premise used to be that the winner would get a residency at Vegas, and that would be a show you'd want to go see.
This was something that you'd want to go see in Vegas, but you can't compete against somebody who can sing or dance or do magic or tell jokes or train a dog when you have a team of 15 guys and about $2 million in production. That was ridiculous. It was great. They gave it the golden buzzer already right out of the gate. It's already going to Hollywood or whatever it does. It was ridiculous.
I will give AGT credit for introducing me to something that I did not know existed. Quick change people.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
impressive.
The ladies that'll do the thing, and bang, and they're in a different dress, and then do this, and and I'm like, that really is impressive.
That makes me think we live in the simulation.
Yeah.
They're just stopping, changing, putting their clothes back on, and they cap cut it, and you're like, what?
It's
they're
pretty
just
wild.
waving stuff. And before, one of the girls, they kind of showed how she did it. She would always have a wall behind her, so people were behind her, like grabbing it and stuff. And then, so for her next act, she did it without a wall, and she was doing it with just taking the clothes and.
And what if she just pull one off and she's wearing another one?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
And I think there's like also where she pulls a thing and it goes down, like, you know what I mean? Like it covers the other dress.
Right.
Does
it's like
that.
a flap.
But it's still very impressive how fast they do it. And,
They also had a magician on yesterday.
Okay.
That was very impressive, but not really that impressive.
I will tell you that Chim Lin was on there and he
Chim Lin's
won.
amazing.
And he's absolutely amazing.
Chim Lim.
And
he's another one that makes me think we live in a simulation or that aliens are here.
I love that close up, sleight of hand magic.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Chim Lim is amazing.
And even though, what's her name? Tara, or what was her name that used to host it? The black girl that was the supermodel.
Oh, yeah, her.
She almost ruined it because she's like yapping and stuff. And it's like, shut up, let him do his thing. It's not about you right now. You know what I mean? I hate that whenever they do that stuff.
So they had a magician last night, and he did a trick that if it was Penn and Teller fool us, they would not be fooled.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Pretty simple.
Yeah, because what he did was he had a box on stage, and he gave each one of the judges a die to roll, and that die had a ball, an angel, I don't know, an apple, and something else on it. And they each had to roll it and a color, and they each roll and they cover it up, and then they show on the screen, they superimpose on the screen all those little figures, and they're like, all right, point to the closest. So anyway, at the end of the thing, everybody was pointing to the same thing.
Okay.
So I was pointing to the same thing my wife was pointing to, because it was all you were thinking about in your head, but he was just making you point to the one specific thing.
Right.
So by the time it was over, you were like, okay, I get it. Like he suggested that you pointed this way, and no matter which way you went, you had to pick what he picked. And then it was a red bear, which happened to be in the box on the stage. He predicted it beforehand, but he told you what to pick. Like, it wasn't that hard of a trick to do. Mm-hmm. And he's another one. They put him through already. I was like, this show is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I'll watch it next week.
Yeah, the problem is like Gio said, you think that the basis of the show is this is something that you're going to want to go to Vegas and go and see this thing. I don't want to see kids dancing. I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to see a choir.
There was kids dancing.
Yeah, and they put them through, and I'm like, ugh.
I would go to see the fat guy eat cream corn.
I wouldn't. I don't even think I'd watch it on TV.
If we were in Vegas and they were like, we don't have to be here until 10 o'clock. You want to go watch that fat guy eat cream corn? I'd go and do that in a second. Oh. Yeah. In fact, they should call it Fat Guy Eats Cream Corn.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. I mean, P.T. Barnum built a whole empire.
Yeah, it's kind of like a sideshow.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anybody eat anything.
What would stop them from doing like Jeff Beecher does, kind of like what Beecher's Madhouse does, kind of like a P.T. Barnum type, but that's more like a party thing. Like I want to go to a place in Vegas that is nothing but sideshows.
I'm sure they have it.
Do they really?
I would imagine.
I got duped when I was a kid one time, and that really bothered me. In Seaside Heights, New Jersey, they had go see the woman who is half woman, half snake.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, how could they? I mean, you can see her. They're like, she's right inside. And I was like a little afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, don't worry, she's in a cage and she can't hurt you. And I'm like, but how is she half? They said her head is the head of a woman,
mm-hmm.
and her body is the body of a snake. And I looked at my mother. My mother goes, here. She gave me the money. So you go do it. Does anybody want to guess what it was?
It was a lady like with a screen, and her head was up top, and the snake body moved.
It was worse than that.
She had a costume.
It was worse than that. It was the absolute worst thing I've ever seen. She was in a round cage that was in the center, and you walked around it. Her head popped up through the bottom of the cage, so it was just her head there, and they just had a stuffed animal snake behind her head.
Yeah.
And you walk in, and you go like that. You walk in, you go, you look in the cage, and you're all timid, and you look at it, and you see it, and you go, oh. I looked at it, I go, oh, it's just and she looked at me, and she went, I was equally laughing and scared at the same time.
They had Spider Woman at the Florida State Fair.
What
when
was
I was a
that?
kid, too. It was a woman in a room, and they had fake spider webs everywhere.
Well,
That's it?
And she was just sitting on a folding chair.
Yeah, but here's the things you guys don't know is while you're paying to see the fake snake woman, there's other people paying to see the sucker. You want to see the dumbest guy in the world?
Yeah.
Here it is. This guy who thought there was going to be a snake lady inside.
And they'd have the man-eating chicken, and it'd be like a giant, look like a big giant chicken, and you go in there, there's a guy actually eating chicken.
My thing is that I knew that what I was going to see was not going to be a woman with a snake body, but I couldn't figure out what they were going to do, and I had to see it. It was great. The way the guy drew me in was great. Yeah, man-eating chicken. I would be so mad if I walked in. I'd go, oh.
Freak show, sideshow would be great, like lobster hands and bearded lady.
The real people.
Yeah.
The real people, like real lobster boy, real bearded lady.
I paid to see the largest lady with the largest foot in the world.
Oh,
yeah.
You saw that?
I did.
Oh, where? How big was her foot?
It was pretty big.
Yeah.
It was
Why was her foot so? Did she have a little elephantitis?
I think she had elephantitis. Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever seen that arm wrestler guy that has the huge one arm?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I didn't know that was real, but I did see that.
No, it's real.
What about the guy with the big balls that he has to wear a hoodie upside down?
Yeah.
Put that guy in there.
That guy died.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about put his balls on display?
He used to like carry his balls on a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
He used to wear an upside down hoodie and put his balls in the hood.
There's a documentary about him that I watched not too long ago, and he died because I guess he was getting the surgery and they wasn't successful or something.
Really?
But yeah, there's a whole documentary on him.
He can't just cut his balls off? Like castrate him?
I don't think so.
Did they know how heavy they were?
Oh yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary that I watched. It was sad. It really was.
Yeah, I saw clips of that documentary. That was really sad because that guy couldn't do anything, and it wasn't his fault. It wasn't like he got drugs or something.
Yeah.
Poor guy with his big balls.
Wesley Warren. That was his name.
Oh, he had a name? I just like big balls
He
guy.
died from a, they say, suspected heart attack at 49.
Yeah, because he had it all clumped up in his nuts. Ooh, poor Wesley. All right, it's Wednesday. We got a good show today. Galvin has a brand new open letter coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. We got stuff to give away. Carmen will tell you what that stuff is next. We got a big beach party planned in July that Tom's already making plans for on a Friday night. We're going to be out there at Sky Beach. And I was actually listening to Drew talk about it yesterday, and it got me excited to go. Like, hearing somebody else talk about it, I went, wow, I'd go to that. That sounds really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a fun time. We're all going to be out there. Pipple Toddler's going to be performing. I'm excited to see Matt and Zach, who I don't know, but I watched videos of them performing. They do a lot of the stuff with the the repeater. What do they call that thing? Loop. Yeah. And that sounded really good. And the entire station's going to be out there. It's going to be
activities.
Going to be a fun time. And don't forget, Yoga with Carmen. Yes. We're all very excited.
Better believe it.
That's good. I mean, Carmen, I wasn't going before, but I'm going now. Now I'm more excited than ever.
It's a big advertised draw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you started prepping for it yet?
Nope.
Just gonna wing it.
Still haven't heard anything about it.
Are you serious?
Really?
Yeah. No.
After all the big hoopla last week, nobody said a word to you.
Nope.
Wow.
That was very interesting.
Nobody listens to the show, I guess.
Tom will get to the bottom of it for you, Carmen.
No. Listen.
He'll call Mike on Friday.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait and see what they say. I'm not.
Carmen, you have no idea. So, I now you brought this up, Galvin.
Who's they?
I was telling Galvin before the show. Friday night. It's Friday night at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock.
Memorial Day weekend.
Day weekend. I'm sitting on the balcony of the hotel with my wife, just the two of us. There's a nice summer breeze blowing.
Oh, yeah. This is what you paid for. That's why you're here.
My daughter is in the other room with her friend. They're playing on their phones. My son is in Orlando at a concert. Tom is driving him. And Tom sends me this long text. And I go, all right, I hope everything's okay with Joey. And I look at the text, and it's a text where he's asking me questions about parking and stage access for the beach bash. And I'm like, Tom, it's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, and that thing is 2 months away.
Yeah.
You know, and it's carrying on about having to get in there in the stage. And he's like, and I talked to Dan, and I'm like, who is Dan? What gig are you talking about? And he's like, out at the beach. I'm like, why are you talking to Dan? What does this have to do?
Yes.
It was all a matter of Tom was upset because he didn't have a room at the thing, and he didn't know if he was going to be able to get it. All of a sudden, he's worried about it, having access to the stage. It's just, and then on Friday night, I'm on the phone and I'm yelling at Tom. I'm yelling at Dan. We're all yelling back and forth, trying to figure out. I'm like, what is going on? Why is this happening to me? I just wanted to sit on the balcony with my wife and relax. And it was just insane. It was
stunning.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I sat back and I looked at my wife and I go, this is what you don't see. This is what it goes on all the time. What you don't see.
Will Tom dresses and wear his doctor uniform?
I hope so. Either that or the Bud Light bottle.
One of those would be. That's what we should do. We should make him wear a costume all weekend now because he bugged me on a Friday night.
Doctor asshole.
When he was wearing the Bud Light bottle costume, whatever, on the cruise, I walked up to him and I said, and they said you'd look like an idiot.
I don't know. I was so. But anyway, Carmen. I believe, after having my conversations on Friday, I believe that you know nothing.
Yeah.
That no one said anything.
No one knows anything.
Talk to Tom. Tom seems to know.
I am still waiting for them to be like, Galvin, you ready for whatever? You know, and I'm going to go, what?
I heard you're hosting an air guitar concert.
Yeah, exactly. Like something like that. And I'm going to go, yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
No.
The problem is,
what?
Who would say that?
Who would say?
Yeah.
Who
would tell you?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the person that should be telling Carmen about doing karaoke or yoga or whatever it is she's
doing.
Drew seems to be very aware that he's doing karaoke by the pool and seems to be very happy with it.
Right.
But that's on the flyer. I'm sure they included him and asked him, like, is there something you want to host?
Right.
All the hosts are hosting something. Like, I'm sure he was involved in a conversation with somebody.
You sure about that? Or did he just see the flyer like you and they goes and went, oh, look, I'm doing karaoke?
Maybe. I don't know. It's very possible. But again, Drew sings. He raps all the time on his show. That's kind of, something he does.
Do you think this is your fault because you did videos of you standing on your head? They just assume you know yoga?
Well, they're idiots because doing handstands and yoga have no connection.
What if they just change it to do handstands with Carmen? I'm in.
Still out.
I mean, I'm looking on the website and it still has Saturday. Yoga with Carmen.
I think it's your fault, Carmen, for wearing yoga pants in there all the time.
Yeah, that's probably it. You false advertising.
Yep. Like
Bone
the
broadcast
millions of
at noon.
other women all over America that just wear them.
I mean, we're assuming that people are showing up and wanting to get up early and do yoga.
Right. Isn't a beach bash like the night before we're going to be partying?
We're gonna be partying all night
and drinking. Isn't that the
we
pool
got a late night pool party, yeah.
Right.
You go hard the first night.
So, of course, let's get up early and do yoga.
Well, not us, you.
Yeah, we'll be sleeping.
Everyone. If I'm getting up, everyone's getting up.
Don't knock on my door.
You know us, Carmen. We don't get paid for it. We don't go.
And isn't it morning yoga after the brunch or whatever that's at noon?
After
Before.
the noon. Well, no.
It's not before?
No,
In the list of things, it's after afternoon something.
Oh, I'll be home by then.
Yeah.
It says broadcasting beginning at noon.
And
On
then
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Oh, that's when that.
And then,
I'm sorry. That's when it is. It's Saturday?
yes.
Okay.
And then but it says like after the afternoon broadcast, then it is morning yoga. So it's not even
That's got to be a
Doesn't
typo.
make
in
any sense,
order
You're right.
or So
And that's the other
no
thing.
one has said a word to you about
That's
this.
the other thing. Who's doing the afternoon broadcast?
I'm guessing, isn't that where when Mike O is on?
1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
no,
I can assure you I'm not it.
no.
I assume that's Mike O's show.
Don't assume, Gio.
Oh, yeah.
Don't assume. Don't assume. Next thing you know, you're going to be doing yoga.
Yeah, what
doing
if-
yoga.
Yeah.
What did they go? Well, I go, I guess Carmen doesn't want to do yoga, Gio.
Downward Dog and Flying Lotus.
Yeah.
Don't forget cream corn.
All right.
That is not. safe.
Carmen, that blows my mind. I thought you were going to be like, no, it's all handled now.
No, I guarantee I will not hear anything until the week of the Bone Bash. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't hear anything until I show up to the Bone Bash on Friday.
Who do you think will be the one to settle it all?
Ooh, who's gonna have to give me the news? It'll be Olivero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll definitely be
yeah,
Oliver.
yeah.
But
And
when-
he'll be like, Carmen, is there any way you brought your yoga mat?
Yeah.
But this will be settled probably like, the week of. And then they're going to be like, okay, let's just wait till she gets there and then we'll tell her because then
Get her.
she's there.
Yeah.
She can't do anything once she's there.
Oh, boy.
Plus, they know it's hard to say no to Olivero.
Oh, I have no problem doing that. At this point, I will say no to every single
I always
person.
feel bad.
It is hard to say no to Olivero, but I've got it down to a science.
Yeah. It's not easy, though.
It's not. And you want to, he is so, he makes you feel bad because he's so eager to help out and just like get it done that you're like, well, if he's so good at doing it, maybe I should just do it. And after a while I go, no.
He'll be like,
But
well, I'm going to
also-
be there for 40 hours
Right,
before that. And
right.
But also, that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
You have someone who's like, yes, 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 yes. When they finally have someone say no, they're
You're the bad guy.
Wait, what? Huh?
I take pride in being the bad guy, Carmen. I'll say no.
Listen, I guess that's my new role. I don't know. Whatever.
I actually like to say, are you out of your goddamn mind?
I could try that. Try that, Carmen.
That's one of my hits.
I have a few approaches. Listen, I got time to work on it. I have until, when is it? July 18th?
You time to work on your yoga?
No, I have time to work on my,
Listen, Tom says planning is now. We're getting ready.
That's right.
Another one that I like to do, Carmen, is they say something that I laugh and I go, oh, are you serious?
No, but if you could just make a list of those and send them to me, please.
I got you.
I'm going to
I
work
gotcha.
on them.
Yeah.
And then there's always the classic, nope.
That's good.
That's a good one.
That is so interesting to me that nobody has said a word. I thought for sure after last week they were going to be like, all right, let's clear this up.
No,
Yeah.
the day that it happened or like the day after, I got, a text from John Brennan, but it definitely didn't clear anything up. And then the following day, it just revved you guys up, and still haven't heard anything.
You would think
that.
at least that they would be like, hey, can we stop the Mike Kelta show from making fun of us for not being organized? Can someone please tell Carmen what she's doing?
They took a page right out of Ruth Eckerd Hall's book. Do you remember Ruth Eckerd Hall? They had a band coming that we never heard of, and we talked about it for a half hour. And Ruth Eckerd Hall said, we sat there and listened to it and thought it was the greatest advertisement we ever got for a show. Like, you talked about it for a half hour on the show. Do you remember who it was?
No.
I don't remember either. And they were like, they were like, at first we were like, what are they saying? And then we listened to it, and then, like, next thing you know, everybody's gathered around listening, and you went on for a half hour advertising your show. Like, it was the best thing ever. And I went, all right, great. So Ruth Eckerd Hall, they might have taken a page out of their book and be like, oh, just let them talk about it.
Oh, I do remember who it was.
You remember who it was?
It was some guy who played guitar. Like,
yeah, he played guitar. Yep. And he was with someone else. Like, he was in a band, but you're like, what?
Steven, maybe? Something. Does that ring a bell?
Carmen, you're right on it. You're right on it.
Do you know what year this was? Because I know I have it pulled for a best of. I could find it easily that way.
Oh, it was last year.
Okay, so 2014. I can find this.
No, 2024.
Okay.
What'd I say?
14. Carmen trying to grab her youth. It was somebody. I don't even think I could, because I don't think it was somebody popular. Like,
no, it wasn't. It was one of those things where we're like, I mean, we know all these different musicians and knows who's and bands and stuff. None of us had heard of, and it was like the legendary guitarist.
That was the thing.
It was like, what?
Yeah, we're like, who the hell is that?
And we're like, does he live here? Maybe is that why they got him?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I want to say it was like Moody Blues or somebody like that you'd have no idea who's in the band.
While Carmen, you looking that up?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay,
to find
while you're
it.
looking up, let me bring this up. Yesterday, they announced 2 concerts that are coming. Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers. I forgot the name of the thing. Bill Murray has a band that he sings with, and they are coming to Ruth Eckerd Hall. And it's basically Bill Murray talk singing, and it's not bad,
Right.
but if you like Bill Murray, that's what you're going to get.
Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers.
Yeah, okay. That is coming to Ruth Eckerd Hall.
Okay.
This one is the one that perplexes me. Billy Bob Thornton and his band of Skanks.
Yeah.
I don't know what that band's called. They're coming to the Capitol Theater. But do you remember the interview that Billy Bob Thornton had with Johnny Gomesh or whatever his name was? He was a Canadian radio broadcaster who was very professional. And he had, years ago, he interviewed Billy Bob Thornton.
And the Boxmasters.
What I don't think that was them back at the time, was it?
Same
band?
That's his band, yeah.
The idea was that he was going to interview Billy Bob Thornton and the band, but he wasn't supposed to talk to Billy Bob Thornton about acting. He can only talk to him about music. It's one of the most uncomfortable interviews ever because Billy Bob Thornton is sitting there like he's a rock star and a superstar, and the guy is being very professional. The guy's being very professional and trying to interview him, and then he says to him, "Is it something you always wanted to do as a kid? You know, when you were acting in films and all this stuff, did you also want to be a rock star?" And Billy Bob Thornton stops and he says, "I like magazines about monsters. I would read monster magazines." And the guy was like, "Okay, but did you want to be and Billy Bob Thornton gets mad at him, and he's answering questions that the guy's not asking. And he says to him, "You were instructed not to bring up me being an actor, and you were violating that. And that's why." And he was very rude to him. And the guy didn't really say it. He just kind of referenced his career.
But do you remember what else Billy Bob Thornton said?
No.
If you had Tom Petty sitting here, would you ask him that?
Oh, yeah.
Because we all were like, you're not Tom Petty.
Yeah. But what I find most interesting about that is that Billy Bob Thornton and the Box Tops or whatever they are coming. Oh, so now that's the name of the band. We advertise it as, we don't want to recognize that Billy Bob Thornton's in the band, but now we call it Billy Bob Thornton and the Box Brothers or whatever.
Yeah.
He's such a douchebag.
But if the box, it was just the box, whatever, nobody would go to.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But you know, all of a sudden he's Tom Petty. So it's him and the Heartbreakers, I guess. That just bugs me. I would rather the guy like Jason Momoa was on the show and he was great. He was like, I play a guitar, bass with my friends, and we're in a band and we just have a lot of fun and we're going to be out at Janus doing it. You know?
Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner has his band, and he talked all about acting, wanted to be our best friend.
Yeah. He goes, oh, I really hope. Kevin Costner said to me, I really hope you come backstage. I'd like to meet you. And I didn't go. What a jack-off.
Yeah.
What an extreme jack-off.
Wow, that's right in your wheelhouse.
He actually, but this is before Superman. No, it wasn't. It was after Superman.
It was before Yellowstone, though.
It was before Yellowstone. Yeah. But he said to me, he goes, I really enjoy this. I really hope you come backstage. I'd like to meet you. And I was like, all right, Kevin Costner. Cool. Glad we connected.
Like he was working to get a better phone connection. And, I hope this doesn't break up. And
he was great. He was everything you hoped a celebrity would be. Carmen, any luck?
I did find it.
What is it?
Oh, boy.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Steve Hackett.
Steve Hackett.
Means nothing still to this day.
Steve
Buddy Hackett. Buddy Hackett, the much more famous Hackett. Steve Hackett can whack it.
Anything about what band he was in or no?
The great Steve Hackett.
No, I just know that clip is 17 minutes long, and it's just us making fun of him and his and listening to his music.
That's Ruth Eckert all. 17 minutes of advertising.
Steve Hackett, otherwise known as the only guy you don't know from Genesis.
Oh, yeah, he was in Genesis. That's right. The trio. But it was not Phil Collins, was not Mike Rutherford, and was not Tony, whatever the other guy's name is. He was the fourth guy.
And it wasn't, what's his name?
Phil Collins, Mike Rutherford.
The singer before Phil Collins, though.
Peter Gabriel.
Yeah. It wasn't any of them.
It wasn't any of those. It was the other guy from Genesis.
Yeah.
That nobody's ever heard of before.
Unless you're a guitar player. Maybe.
Nah.
Well,
yeah, you guys played Ruth Eckert Hall.
Don't ask me about being in Genesis in my interview.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away, and we'll play Sporkle next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Wednesday morning commute not too bad right now. Hillsborough and Pinellas County in very good shape. Some early construction all cleared up and out of your way. And no accidents reported right now on either side of the bay. That means 275, 75, as well as I-4 going to be pretty easy drives for you in both directions. Same good news for the Veterans Expressway and the Leroy Selman Expressway. So far, so good on US 19 in Pinellas County and Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge problem-free as well. I'm Monica with traffic. All-American Gunslingers on US 19 is Newport Richie's #1 gun range. Take the concealed carry class, normally $85. For a limited time, it's free with just a $20 range fee. Go to aagunslingers.com for all the info. That's aagunslingers.com.
There's no such thing as a fender bender when it comes to motorcycle accidents. More than 80% of crashes result in catastrophic injuries. Injuries that require experienced attorneys ready to fight for you. We are, and we will. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new Terra-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All backed by owner assurance. America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
At Sun Toyota, we're saluting service with Memorial Day specials all month long during the Summer Starts Here sales event. Get a $500 Amazon gift card with a new vehicle purchase. Then shop select new Toyota trucks with 0% financing and a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Shop online at suntoyota.com because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Sun Toyota.com. Come on. lights up Music City.
Here we go, Nashville. See what you got here.
Who's got what it takes to tackle the concrete at Nashville Super Speedway and walk away with NASCAR's coolest trophy?
Let's freaking go!
Stream the NASCAR Cup Series at Nashville Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, where music meets motorsports.
Tasting you up, tasting you up.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Only on Prime.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Get rid of that musty, dusty smell in your home with the help from the Zero Res Air Duct experts. Mention me, Galvin, and get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. Just use promo code AIR50 when scheduling online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial # law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Business owners everywhere are raving about ZipRecruiter's new feature, Zip Intro, which does the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates to meet with you as soon as the next day. So we decided to call up some of these employers and hear their stories. Today, we're on the phone with Pilates studio owner Crystal M. Harris. Crystal, how has Zip Intro helped you hire?
Well, I was opening a Pilates studio in McDonough, Georgia, and I needed to staff up quickly. Zip Intro did the work for me. It helped me find enthusiastic candidates who matched my qualifications perfectly.
That's great.
Yeah, I had my Zip Intro session on Tuesday, did all the interviews by Thursday, sent out the offers on Friday, and they started on Monday. Because Zip Intro did most of the work, I saved so much time.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, you can try Zip Intro for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
I can't, in good conscience, sell something that I know is not going to keep its value.
That's Keith LeClaire, who is one of only a handful of jewelers around the country who refuses to sell lab-grown diamonds.
The value of these things tumbles so fast.
The fact is, a natural diamond, a product of Mother Earth, takes billions of years to create. But now, machines that make lab-grown diamonds are creating them in a matter of days, leading to worldwide mass production. So if you're getting engaged or celebrating a special occasion, you need to be aware of what you're buying, what it's worth today, and what it'll be worth a year from now.
Nobody will buy your diamond. No jeweler, no dealer, nobody. So if the experts won't buy them, why would you?
Fads come and go, but your love is eternal. Let IDC help you celebrate that love with a diamond that is just as meaningful, as valuable, as rare, and eternal.
Providing value and protecting our customer from making a big financial mistake was my job, and I feel like I've done that for 43 years.
International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Metallica's No Repeat M72 Tour invades Raymond James Stadium June 6th and 8th. 2 shows.
shows, no repeats. Catch Metallica with Limp Bizkit and Ice Nine Kills on Friday night, and then Sunday night with Pantera and Suicidal Tendencies. Metallica, no repeat weekend. Win tickets at theboneonline.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Chloe dreams of high fives and home runs. As a 2-time cancer survivor, she's already proven she's a force on and off the softball field. At Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, we believe in Chloe's dream because we share it together every step of the way. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $479 a month. Or a new Honda Accord, just $259 a month. Even Raymond is buying. Ray's deals are here. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today at Crown Honda. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
NASCAR on Prime lights up Music City.
Here we go, Nashville. See what you got here.
Who's got what it takes to tackle the concrete at Nashville Superspeedway and walk away with NASCAR's coolest trophy?
Let's freaking go!
Stream the NASCAR Cup Series at Nashville Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, where music meets motorsports.
Safety up, safety up.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Only on Prime.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Galvin for Zero Res. And if you have kids, you know they're pretty much dirt machines. Same with pets, guests, all kind of different things that come in your house and bring dirt in with them. And with summer right around the corner, now is the time to clean up all that wear and tear from the past 9 months with the help from the experts at Zero Res. Zero Res can remove all that school yuck without harsh soaps, detergents, or chemicals. It's a saying because it's true. A clean home is a healthy home. And with Zero Res cleaning your home, not only is it healthier for your home and family, it keeps your carpets cleaner longer. That's because Zero Res uses ZR water technology. And when you don't have all that dirt-attracting soap residue hanging around, you get to enjoy soft, fluffy carpets that stay that way. So what are you waiting for? Right now, you can save with their May special. With Zero Res, you can get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. Yeah, you heard me right, $119. Just mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. You can book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. And make sure you ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning, too. Zero Res, all they leave is clean.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/radio, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Progressive has great customer service, and it's easy to reach us because great and easy is the way to be. Like salads. Great for you, and so easy you could put any group of veggies in a bowl and it's a salad. A full carrot with a head of cabbage. Weird, but still a salad. One radish and a couple of green beans. Also a salad. 14 blueberries, half an onion, and a sunchoke. Odd, yes, but an odd salad. So contact Progressive's customer service by phone, app, or online. It's great and easy, just like salad. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to Bundle Deal Days at AutoZone.
Well, I do need a bundle of things.
When you bundle, you save.
Do I save if I bundle oil with an oil filter?
Save up to $12 on that bundle.
What about brake pads and rotors?
Bundle those and the brake pads are free.
Can't save more than free.
You can save on hundreds of deals during Bundle Deal Days. Ends June 2nd at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply. Duralast brake pads only.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Valerie Mills from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny and generally dry along the coast today, with 40% storm coverage across inland areas, firing up this afternoon and becoming more widespread through the evening hours. It's going to be hot and humid today, with temperatures reaching into the low and mid 90s across the area, feeling more like the upper 90s to low 100s, with high humidity, mild and muggy tonight with mid to upper 70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Pretty sure this is Steve Haggett. 6:55 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. Deep. Carmen.
Yes.
What do we have to give these people today?
Okay, so we have tickets for Styx and Kevin Cronin.
Mm-hmm. Kevin Cronin sings with what band? What band?
Wings. I don't know.
Wings.
Yeah,
what a good guess, though. That's REO Speedwagon.
Okay, same thing.
Uh-huh. Not even close.
Exactly the same thing.
Old guys playing music together.
Mm-hmm.
Dierks Bentley.
Okay.
Nikki Glazer.
Okay.
Avril Lavigne.
Yes.
Luke Bryan.
Oh, out of country.
And Next Big Thing.
All right, let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pat is your judge and scorekeeper. Is Galvin going for 3 in a row today? It doesn't really matter. He's already got the rule.
Yes.
Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today it's Wednesday. So we're going to do some easy W vocabulary.
All right.
I'm going to give you the definition. You're going to give me the word that starts with W. Okay? Your first one. To stay where one is or delay action.
Wait.
Geo. To move at a regular pace.
Walk.
Geo.
It's going to be like that, eh?
A social winged insect with a narrow
Wasp.
waist. Geo. A large fruit with a hard green.
Watermelon.
Mike. To move one's hand to
Wave.
and fro. Mike. Lacking the power to perform physically demanding
Weak.
tasks. Geo. A wild plant growing.
Weed.
Mike. Strange or uncanny.
Weird.
Mike. A very large marine mammal.
Whale.
Whale is all I needed. Pap.
Michael.
Mike gets the point. A circular object that revolves. Galvin and Pap.
Oh,
We are halfway there.
short. Galvin is on the board with a single point. Gio with 4, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning by 1 with 5.
Oh.
All right, we are doing easy W vocabulary. Your next one, a covering for the head made for
Wrap.
real
No.
or artificial hair, typically
Wig.
worn. Mike. Oh. An opening in the wall of a building or vehicle that is fitted
Window.
with Galvin. An alcoholic drink made
Whiskey.
from fermented grape
Wheat.
juice.
Wine.
Galvin.
Damn it.
The coldest season of
Winter.
the year. Mike. A thin, flexible, metallic thread or
Wire.
rod. Mike. Having or showing experience, knowledge, and good
Wisdom.
judgment. Wise.
Oh, hey. all right.
Galvin. Accompanied by
With.
Mike. A man who has magical powers.
Wizard. Joe.
Geo. A wild carnivorous mammal, largest of the dog family.
Wolf.
Yes. Galvin. And Pap. We're on the last 3.
Galvin is on the board, 5 points. Gio 1 ahead with 6, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 9.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right. Easy W vocabulary. Last 3. Here we go. The joint connecting the hand.
Wrist.
Geo.
Look at this guy.
To mark letters, words, or other symbols on a
Right.
surface. Mike. And your last one.
Wispy.
I wanted to say wiener the whole time.
No. To feel uneasy or concerned about something.
Worried.
Worry.
Worry.
Oh, shut up. Keep it.
Your final score, Galvin with 5 points, Gio with 8, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 10.
10, I say.
He didn't say.
Well, thank you, Joe.
You're welcome, Michael.
Good morning. Who's this?
Sean.
Hi, Sean. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
You are the winner. I will put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break unless she has to pee, and then she'll keep you on hold for 14 minutes, and she'll hook you up with a prize.
All right. Thank you.
All right, hold on. That's line 1, Carmen.
Got it.
How's your bladder?
Oh, jeez.
First
I looked down yesterday. The lady was on hold for 12 minutes.
Because of the game. First off, that break was 8 minutes. I literally time it out and put a timer on so I know when I leave, when I need to come back. Second off, if I don't do that, then I wouldn't have been able to go to the bathroom. So
12 minutes. 12 minutes the lady had to wait.
So yes, I tell the person, hey, gotta go to the bathroom, be right back to get your ticket.
Oh, you didn't know you didn't tell me you told her.
Of course, yeah.
Meanwhile, she's like, I'm late for work now. I gotta sit in the car waiting for this one to go take a squirt.
Literally have to go to the bathroom and I have 8 minutes to do everything else. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Share the duties.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carmen. I'm just kidding.
He's not kidding.
I hate
No,
her.
he's definitely not kidding. He's been complaining about the
I
whole
know.
time.
I know. It's so funny because
You guys are such
I've
dicks,
literally
man.
been doing this by myself in here for over 2 years now. No problem.
What, peeing?
No, doing everything that I've been doing.
Oh, you're
Kidding?
going to cry again.
No,
I
I'm
feel
not,
like
but I'm just
you're
saying,
like you're getting ready to cry.
No, but it's just so funny that it goes on without a hitch all the time. And then the second you ask me a question and I speak up for myself, now it's, where are you? Why aren't you answering the phone? What are you doing? But yet, I do it every day. But now you want to be all up like, where are you? Ooh.
I don't think I said where are you. I guessed that it was a woman on hold for 12 minutes. I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah,
Carmen, are you trying to say that Mike is your Tom to his Mike?
No, he likes to micromanage in the worst times ever. But usually it's, I don't care. And then it's, where are you? I'm peeing. I do this on a daily basis. Like,
sorry, boss.
Yeah, like it's handled all the time just fine.
A guy who doesn't know what's going on behind the scenes is trying to tell you what to do.
Right.
I got an email from a lady the other day. She was like, I was on hold 13 minutes before Carmen came and gave me my Avril Lavigne tickets, and I was late for work that day. I just didn't want to make this lady late, too.
Okay, well, then don't call a radio show when you're on your
priorities.
way to work.
Yeah.
That's on you, guy. If you're
look,
calling to get tickets, just know
everybody's on their way to work right now. Everybody's on their way to work.
Okay, so should I stop and get this guy's information right now? Because guess what? Now you're holding him up.
It's true.
It's only been 2 minutes and 26 seconds.
Exactly, and that's how long it took me to go
this
to the
was
bathroom.
your 12-minute pee-pee break.
That's
By the
not
way,
how long it took.
That guy's an ER doctor, so that 2 minutes, 4 people have died now.
He didn't.
At least 4.
Doctor.
He told me earlier.
What do we have coming up in news, Calvin?
Coming up in news today, we have You Got It Wrong, 100% not gay, and birthday garbage.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, Galvin, as your news, we'll take a quick break, unless you're Carmen, and we'll be back. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County has an accident southbound 275. It's at Bush Boulevard. It has that on-ramp partially blocked. Crews on the scene there as well. Right now, delays past Fletcher. Give yourself extra time there. And just one wreck in Pinellas County. It's in the Palm Harbor area, southbound US 19 at Alderman Road. Right lane block there. That, of course, causing some big delays. Give yourself an extra 10 minutes or so to get around that. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, as well as Gandy Bridge, all running up to speed in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. There's no doubt if you listen to the news that the economic landscape is in a constant state of change. And with the uncertainty surrounding the automotive industry, many people are heading to the used car lots. Listen, there are plenty of good reasons to buy a pre-owned vehicle, and chief among them is avoiding the dreaded D word, depreciation. Here at Stingray, we constantly stock 200 high-quality pre-owned vehicles with a great selection of certified pre-owned Chevys, like a 2022 certified pre-owned Chevy Trax for just $17,600. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray Chevy on I-4 has no dealer fee on any pre-owned vehicle, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa-based big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, the finale is set for the biggest club soccer tournament in Europe, and it's never been easier to get in on the action. The Hard Rock app allows you to place bets on your phone faster than you can scream goal. Plus, you get up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. That's only on Hard Rock Bet, Florida's sportsbook. Roll with us. Payable in bonus bets up to $100, not a cash offer offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Ready to get weird? Explore the stranger side of life at the World Oddities Expo, a peculiar paradise of all things bizarre, odd, and extraordinary. Walk a wonderland of weirdness full of macabre art, jewelry, and home decor. Take taxidermy workshops, see jaw-dropping sideshow acts, culture performances, circus, and more. Don't miss the World Oddities Expo.
This Saturday at the historic Coliseum.
Visit worldodditiesexpo.com.
At Sun Toyota, we're saluting service with Memorial Day specials all month long during the Summer Starts Here sales event. Get a $500 Amazon gift card with a new vehicle purchase. Then shop select new Toyota trucks with 0% financing and a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Shop online at suntoyota.com because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Toyota.com.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 5-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
2 classic albums, 1 night of hits. Styx presents The Grand Illusion. Kevin Cronin Band presents REO Speedwagon's High Infidelity. Saturday, May 31st, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. Brotherhood of Rock Tour. Plus Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. 2 classic albums in their entirety. Styx, The Grand Illusion, REO Speedwagons, High Infidelity. Don't miss the event of the summer.
You know where Gator Nation goes for fine jewelry and engagement rings? Only one place, International Diamond Center. IDC is the premier jeweler, the only jeweler to ever be named official jeweler of the Gators. It's a Florida family-owned company with an impeccable reputation for quality, value, and integrity. Did you know that IDC is one of only a handful of jewelers around the country that refuses to sell lab-grown diamonds? At IDC, they only sell real, rare, precious, and natural diamonds made by Mother Earth, so you can be assured of lasting value. They're also the only authorized retailer for all of the top bridal designers, featuring handcrafted rings made in America. So, if you're getting engaged or celebrating a special occasion, let the non-commissioned experts at International Diamond Center guide you every step of the way. You will get the value you want, the quality you can have confidence in, and the experience you deserve. Get all the details at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, official jeweler of the Gators.
Hey, what's up? It's Gio. What if you actually had a plan for your money? And I'm not just talking about savings or set it and forget it, but a real mapped out strategy, one that actually fits your life. That's what Trajan Wealth does. Their fiduciary advisors take the time to sit down with you, understand your goals, your comfort levels, and then they build a plan to help you get there. Whether it's retirement income you're worried about, rolling over an old 401k, or just figuring out what to do next, they can walk you through the entire process. And here's the part that I really respect: no commissions, no hidden fees, and absolutely zero pressure. Call Trajan Wealth today at 813-550-1000 or visit TrajanWealth.com to schedule a free consultation. Today could be the day you finally make a plan. 813-550-1000 or TrajanWealth.com. TRAJAN Wealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $479 a month. Or a new Honda Accord, just $259 a month. Even Raymond is buying. Ray's deals are here. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today at Crown Honda. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
The following is furnished by Excel Media Pros. Are you battling addiction? Call Rehabs America for a free consultation. Drugs and alcohol can destroy your life. Our program offers a complete medical detox plus inpatient drug and alcohol treatment. Your insurance may cover 100% of treatment. Many have already completed our program and are living substance-free lives. Call for your free consultation now. 800-210-5811. That's 800-210-5811. Hope is one phone call away. Call 800-210-5811.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.
This is Fox 13's Valerie Mills from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny and generally dry along the coast today with 40% storm coverage across inland areas, firing up this afternoon and becoming more widespread through the evening hours. It's going to be hot and humid today with temperatures reaching into the low and mid 90s across the area, feeling more like the upper 90s to low 100s with high humidity, mild and muggy tonight with mid to upper 70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
$7:13 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone, 800-771-1025 at the phone numbers. Calvin.
Yes.
Has been brought to my attention that I doubled your score, therefore eliminating your rule.
Oh, yes.
Yep. I said a curse word, Carmen. Did you get that?
Yep.
Oh, see, Carmen, everybody.
Thank
God. Thank God you weren't out there peeing.
Radio professional.
Where were you?
Just saying.
Now I'm going to be late for work.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, President Donald Trump has stopped the war. No, has made it so that we don't have a recession.
Something important.
Yes, very important. President Donald Trump will pardon Todd and Julie Chrisley from the reality show Chrisley Knows Best. They were convicted of fraud and tax evasion in 2022, and each was sentenced to several years in prison. And now he's going to pardon them.
Well, couple of things. I don't. Here's. I'll give you both sides of this. When somebody gets a pardon, the way that you get a pardon is to be a pain in the ass to the authorities. To like it depends on if you're looking for a pardon, if you're looking for leniency, if you're looking for somebody to commute your sentence. You have to have a team of people working on your behalf.
Yeah, you don't just ask once.
Right, to petition the authority, whatever it is, whether it be the president, whether it be a local judge, whether it be a congressman, somebody going on your behalf. I first learned about this from reading the book Wise Guy, which is about Henry Hill with Goodfellas, the movie Goodfellas that they made. In the movie, they don't show you all the stuff that Henry went to jail a couple of times. And at one point, he was in jail for a long time, and Karen, his wife, petitioned so hard to the government to let him out that they moved him to a work release, and he worked at a farm instead of being in jail. And that's when she used to go over there and see him at the farm. Like, I learned all about this from reading the book. And then I find out over the years, other people have gotten pardons. Sometimes the pardons come posthumously after the person has died. Sometimes they come, when there's only a couple of years left in their sentence. And then sometimes it happens like they did yesterday. Evidently, the daughter of the Chrisleys, who was also on the reality show, who was a piece at one point. She was pretty hot for a little while. She has been petitioning the president, but also was out there stumping for him during the election, and has become friends with Lara Trump, Eric's wife, and has been on her show a couple of times. And that is how she got close to the president and why she was able to do this. Why a guy who is making his whole presidency about saving money for the people and doing the right thing and cutting out all the corruption is saving two of the most corrupt people I've ever seen. I have no idea why.
And they pled guilty,
I know why.
too.
Yeah, because they were busted.
Guilty. Yeah,
they were totally busted.
They pled guilty so they'd get a lesser sentence.
And it wasn't like just one thing either. It was a bunch of different
years.
things.
7 years.
No, she got 7 years. I think he got 12
of corruption.
Oh, yeah.
That they busted him for.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how they do this with a straight face, but it's all happening right in front of us. And there's people in jail still that got busted on having 2 marijuana cigarettes that have been in jail for years. And they're still in jail, and yet these idiots get out because they have money.
We do have audio of Todd Chrisley when he found out that he was going to be pardoned. Well, bless his heart. I'm not gay. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I mean, the fact that we're saying that this guy isn't gay is
having met so many guys from Atlanta like that, I understand why he comes across gay. I think he's personally gay.
100% gay.
But, it's not just the way he sounds either. It's a lot of the makeup stuff that he does. And
wears makeup. He's got face filler. He's just all his manner, like everything about him. Like
screams gay.
Any gay guy listening, please call and tell me this guy's gay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know if he's gay or not. Like, it's wild.
Like, I actually contacted him in prison, and he was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here. I'm loving it.
My dance card's pretty full.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get out this year.
I might be next year. Yeah.
Where did they get their money? Like, what are they rich from?
By robbing people.
But
his brother he stole from his brother, too.
But they have some sort of, was it clothing or something?
Oh,
fashion. That had something to do with fashion. I don't remember.
I just know them from like clips. I've never seen an actual episode of the show.
Can I tell you? I love the goddamn show.
Really?
I love the show.
I did, and then it got so over the top. It was through
awful.
Real estate and buying and like fixing up homes and doing that stuff was how initially they made their money.
There's something else, and there's something else there, Galvin. There is some other corporation or something that they had money.
It says home flipping.
Is that all it was?
Yeah. And fraudulent schemes involved and tax evasion. So basically, they got rich from why they're in prison.
There's 3 people in my radar right now. Not in my radar, like in my outer circumference that I know. I wouldn't say I'm friends with them. I would say that they're not really acquaintances. There's people that I know that I've dealt with at some point or another that I'm waiting any minute now to just read that they're going to jail. Like, there's 3 people I know that make money, and 2 of them I'm positive are doing it illegally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's one of them that I think is probably some shady business deals, but that's kind of customary. But the other 2, I feel like, are robbed the COVID money, got money back from the COVID thing, and are just involved with those fraud scams. Like, we can do this and we can do that and get government money for this and solar panels and all that. Like, those, I'm waiting for the day that I read in the paper that those people are going to jail. Yeah. You know who those people are in your life. You're like, oh, yeah, he's a scammer.
A lot of times when these people they finally get busted, it takes a long time to build the case.
Oh, sure.
You know, they'll be watching them for like years before they finally get them.
But also the crazy thing is a lot of people can make money doing that stuff legally if they know what they're doing, because there are a lot of different things that you can make money, and you're like, you can really do that.
But
yeah,
they push it too far.
Sure, yeah.
And they keep going. They get greedy. If you got a good scam, you got get in, do your thing, get out, and move on. It's the people that stay and push it too far that end up getting caught and get in trouble.
Yeah, it's everything. It's everything.
Pete and I talk about this all the time. We look at all the people that we grew up with that in Ybor City that were doing things. And Pete and I were so poor we didn't have a pot to piss in, and these guys were driving nice cars, and we couldn't understand that now they're all ham and eggers who got in trouble with the law and had to go, do this, do that because they got in trouble. And I saw it coming.
It's the exact same thing with gambling. If you go to a casino and you have $500 and you make $500, get out of there. Yep. You made $500, it's crazy. Even if you made $300, you made $300, get out of there.
I know, Galvin, but I want to win.
Exactly. I know. Everybody does. That's why everybody does the 6-leg parlay and does everything else and stuff. Straight bet them. If you do that, you're going to win. You're going to win $100 and you're going to win $80. You won $80 on $100. If I
scratch off a scratch-off ticket and I won less than $20, I don't even cash it in. It makes me mad. I'm not trying to win $2.
Sure, yeah,
I'm trying to win $10,000.
You want the big mega thing.
Yeah. I'll just be happy with $100.
I always go one leg too far.
Yeah.
One leg too far on the parlays.
That's like, the grinders. That's Kanish from Rounders. You know what I mean? Like, he just grinds it out. He makes a living doing it, but everybody's always looking for that huge payout thing. And, that rarely happens.
Yeah.
That rarely happens.
Oh, and Kanish is like, I got rent to pay.
Yeah.
I got bills.
He's got businesses.
He's doing his thing, yeah.
Starting today, flights booked on Southwest do not come with free baggage.
What?
Yeah, the first bag will cost you $35, and it'll be $45 for the second bag.
Go up.
Yeah.
You think it would go down.
Because what do you do? Fly on your own?
Yeah.
It's a quarter of your passenger seat for your luggage.
Yeah.
Because you're paying probably around, I don't know, maybe not a quarter. I don't know how much is Southwest, but usually Southwest was like $150, $200. Now you're paying $45 for a bag. Come on, that's ridiculous.
That includes a carry-on, or that is a carry-on?
I think that's a check bag. I think that's a check bag.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have your carry-on, but your carry-on can only be so big, whatever.
Right.
And you saw, I don't know whether you ever saw this before. What's his name? The guy that calls everybody out, Hartley. From Missouri, I think it is. Anyways, he was saying they charge different people different prices for their bags.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that they would be like, you're charging, like, this person you're charging $65, this person you're charging,
Is it weight related?
No, but it's like the same thing, and they'll so many times where they have that check your carry-on bag, and they'll put it in there, and they go, no, it's too big, and they're like, it fit in there. And they're like, nope, too big, you have to pay.
But it's like you said, you can't fight with the airline because what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Take your own airplane?
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
And they'll be quick to kick you right off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't mess around. I've never had an incident on an airplane. I've done nothing but get on, get off. One time a lady yelled at me, I think it was when we were going to Japan. She's like, because you're allowed to take one carry-on and one personal item. So I had one carry-on and a backpack, but then I also had Juliana's backpack and her carry-on and my sleep apnea bag, which is small, but so I'm wheeling one carry-on, pulling another, and I've got a backpack on my shoulder, one on my arm, and the lady yelled at me, and she goes, you're only allowed one carry-on and one backpack. I'm like, yeah, I'm carrying the 5-year-old stuff. What do you want to make her wheel it?
Yeah.
She's like, well, you're going to have to do something different next time. I go, what would that be? What is your suggestion?
Yeah. Also, I'm sure you'll be here next time.
You're right. Or maybe help me out. I don't know. I was like, here I am struggling to get down and carrying all this stuff, and this bitch is going to stop and yell at me. But even that, at that point, I just go, okay. I just smile, and I go, yeah. Okay.
By the way, it was Josh Hawley, the senator from Missouri. I don't know if you've seen him before. 45-year-old guy. He's really smart, and he rips everybody apart all the time. He needs to be president. He's one of those guys that you're like, this guy knows what he's doing. We'll see. Gio, I see you're wearing your Indiana Fever hat over there.
I am.
Very nice. Rocking it for CC. The WNBA says it found no evidence fans were spewing racist hate towards Angel Reese or anyone else during Chicago's game against Caitlin Clark's Fever earlier this month. The league launched a probe after social media accounts allege Reese and some of her teammates were on the receiving end of some disturbing trash talk during this guy's May 17th matchup against the Fever at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. So no racism.
She seems to be the only one that's screaming racism. She's the only one that's starting racial issues.
Well, she didn't actually come out and say that it happened. They didn't say who made these claims. Part of it came from social media trolls.
I will tell you somebody who definitely made some claims. Do you see the video of Brittany Griner?
Oh yeah,
with the ref
mouthing the words "trash, effing, white girl."
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. It's.
How come they didn't launch an investigation into that?
Well, we got her back. We traded her for the Merchant of Death. We needed to get back our WNBA player for this guy who's killed all these people.
She was great in Star Wars.
Yeah.
She was pissed because she got fouled out, and then that's what they think. It looks exactly what she said.
We actually have audio of her too. Hey, man.
Yeah,
she's an odd-looking human.
She is wild, and for as tall as she is, she's not very good.
I mean, yeah,
She was at one point, but
she's
she is getting
kind of the tail end of
older.
her career.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being Brittany Griner and out there playing basketball and sitting on the bench and thinking a couple of months ago I was in a Russian jail? How crazy is that?
And you think you're never getting out?
No, that is nuts.
If I went to jail in Russia and they traded to get me back and they traded for the Merchant of Death and stuff,
You would be the happiest, most patriotic
I
person
would
around.
be wearing USA gear all the time. Like any 4th of July event, any event that you wanted me to show up to, and I'd have the pennants and USA. Yeah. I'd be the happiest person in the world.
Also, that would be such a smart move for marketing reasons. Brittany Griner.
Yeah,
she'd be out there in the front of everything. She'd be getting all these
Absolutely.
endorsements.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to be Brittany Griner now.
And then you're broadcasting every Olympics. When you retire, you're going into that and doing all that stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
She just doesn't seem that smart.
I would change my name to America.
America Griner.
Yeah.
But none of these girls are, because remember they were all complaining about Caitlin Clark. We're better than her. How dare her? She's not that good. And it's like she's brought so many eyes to your, you know what I mean, to your sport, to your league. Be happy. You don't have to kiss her ass, but gee, you know what I mean? Like they were all so mad at her.
Yeah, because they're all haters. They're all haters, and they still are. But it's so crazy to me. I'm better. People are here to watch me. Look at the stats.
Yeah.
She's better than you. I mean, that's all you have to do is look at that.
What's her face is like at
Angel Reese.
She's dying right now. She is at the bottom of the stats.
She's rebound city, but it's because she can't make a basket.
She's making her own rebounds. Yeah.
They just posted yesterday she was the quickest WNBA player to get 500 rebounds and 500 points.
Yeah.
She was the
They
quickest
shouldn't
one to
count
it.
if they're your own rebounds.
But yeah, a lot of those are her own rebounds.
Well, that's what they were talking about, that she was,
doing it on purpose.
Stat padding.
Yeah. It is. It's wild.
I love it. I love the WNBA.
I don't know if anybody has any of these. I do. Do you have scented garbage bags?
Yes.
We don't buy them on purpose, but we've had before.
I like them and they smell good. There is one downside, is I put them in my kitchen cupboard where the other food is, and then you open it, it's just overwhelming the smell of that stuff in with your food. But maybe you like this. Hefty released a limited edition pack of birthday cake scented ultra strong trash bags to celebrate their 60th anniversary. They immediately sold out.
Really?
Birthday cake.
If you wanted to make me happy, make it smell like coffee or cinnamon. That's it.
You could just put coffee grounds in it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make one. I just wanted to say I would as opposed to that fake lemon smell that they put on everything.
I have Hefty bags and they're Clorox and they have a smell to them, and it's a nice smell, but it is really powerful.
Strong, right?
It is really
too
powerful.
much.
Yeah, a little bit too much. Although if I'm taking that over fish, I would take that. You know what I mean?
You don't buy the fish
or onions or something. Covering up
hefty salmon,
covering up the trash smell in there. Because I got to tell you, I eat a lot of onions, and I came in the other day. I had cut onions and did some stuff, and I threw it away. I walked in my house and I went, "Oh, Onion City, baby!" It's too much.
That's my new hefty cod trash bags. You don't like them?
I have a hot or not for you guys.
Oh, good.
A student teacher has been arrested for allegedly having sex with a student. 22-year-old Darian Christine Rogers of Austin, Texas, has been charged with second-degree felony improper relationship between an educator and a student. A different student provided administration a voicemail from the student teacher.
You rat.
Identified by police as Rogers, in which she admitted to sending explicit photos to a 17-year-old male student. The 17-year-old student was interviewed by police, in which he initially denied the relationship, but allowed police to view his text with her. Detectives found messages between Rogers and the student discussing the Plan B contraceptive pill.
Whoa.
When confronted with this, the student admitted the relationship. During an interview with police, Rogers initially denied having a relationship with the student and described her relationship as a big sister, little brother type.
I've seen that porno.
Yeah,
Even better.
When confronted, she's stuck in the dryer. When confronted with the text evidence, Rogers then admitted that she had sex with the student one time in his truck in the parking lot. Rogers was booked into the Williamson County Jail and was released on a $20,000 bond. So she is a student teacher. She's 22 years old. She's sending pictures and stuff to a 17-year-old male, and then they banged, she says, one time in his truck, and then they were talking about Plan B and stuff.
Man, if
And
she
so-
had only waited a couple months, the guy probably would have been 18.
Yeah.
Near in the clear.
But
Yeah.
still a student.
Yeah.
I think there's still, but I'm saying if he's still in school, even if
She doesn't go to jail, though.
She doesn't go to jail. Yeah,
Yeah.
she
She'll just lose
gets
her
in
job.
trouble. She gets in
Okay.
trouble. Yeah, but she doesn't go to jail, which
Right.
is the biggest thing here.
And she's not a registered sex offender.
Right. Yeah, they're talking about Plan B and all this stuff, and then this other person's like, "I heard a voicemail. She's banging this guy, whatever." So her name is Darian Christine Rogers. She's from Austin, Texas. 22-year-old student teacher. Mike Kelta. Hot or not?
Gotta be smoking hot.
Gotta be
smoking hot. And I will say, because I do have a son within this age range, would not be mad.
Not mad.
Now would not be, I would be mad at the school, and I'd probably be faking my anger. How dare you have a teacher who had sex with my son, but also she's 22. It's like she's a kid. She's only a couple
but
years older than he is.
Then you flip it, it's your daughter. Then you're like, oh,
No,
man.
then
now
everybody has to die.
That guy has to
Yeah,
die.
everybody has to die.
And it's definitely wrong.
Yeah, even though it is a student teacher, it's still a person in bit of a authority figure and that type of stuff.
I get it, but if my son came home and he was like, "Yo, I went to Clearwater this weekend. I met some 22-year-old girl from Chicago and I banged her," I'd be like, "All right, good for you." You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be mad at it, but because you told me she works at the school now, it's that big of a deal. Like, I wouldn't want her to go to jail. I would not. If she's 30 or older, I think that she has to go to jail.
But it's a guy and it's your daughter.
He dies.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
dies without
Teacher.
a doubt. It's not an equal thing. I tell my daughter this all the time. I make sure to point out things in my son's life, and I say to my daughter, "You see what Joey's doing this weekend? You will never get to do this." Like, I let her know now. Joey is going to Chicago with his friend in a couple of weeks. He's 18. He can do that. I can't stop him even if I wanted to. And I said to Juliana, when you're 18, if you want to go to Chicago, it's never going to happen. I will tie you down to the bed before I let you leave to go to Chicago.
She's going to revolt.
By the way, does anybody think she's not going to go to Chicago?
She's not going to Chicago.
100%.
She'll be like, "Dad, I want to go," and you'll be like, "All right, fine."
I am not sending my daughter to Chicago. If she wants to go somewhere else and Tom will go with them, they'll be fine.
No, Tom, he's going to show up naked.
Oh, you ruined that.
All right, so you say hot, very hot, you say. Gio, what do you think?
Darian, 22, Austin. Yeah, she's got to be a smoke show.
You say smoke show. All right. Carmen, what do you got?
Women teachers that mess with kids are always hot.
Oh, all right. Interesting. All three say hot. Joe showed on Bone TV, and you guys have it on your phone right there.
I mean, she looks a little like Hoppy, but has potential to be hot.
But that's not hot.
She's got Billie Eilish face. She got Billie Eilish face.
It's a mugshot.
Listen, she has potential. That's not hot, though.
Yeah, but it's not hot.
No, but that's not the game. It's hot.
I say that's
it's
hot.
hot. or not.
I say that's hot, too.
It's wonky.
But again, mugshot, crying. I bet if we found her Instagram.
Smoke.
Carmen.
Yeah.
I agree. That picture, not hot.
Oh, I think she looks hot.
I think she looks hot.
All right. Well, I'm the ruler of the game, and I say not hot. You guys all lose.
She looks like that chick from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, she does.
Heidi
Yeah.
Gardner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She looks like Heidi Gardner and Billie Eilish had a kid.
Yeah.
Hot. I like that.
All three of them wonky eyes.
I do say to my son, you could do better than that.
Yeah.
Come on, you could do better than that.
Risked it all.
Yeah.
By the way, definitely getting her haircut at Supercuts. Right?
Oof. It looks like it. Either that or she did it while she was drunk.
Yeah, she's not putting a
It's
lot of effort
uneven.
into it. She's not going to a salon for that.
Carmen,
Yes.
I got to go get my haircut today,
Okay.
and I'm going to feel bad for any woman I see in there.
I just went yesterday.
To
Why?
Supercuts?
Great clips.
Great.
Come on.
Check in. Listen, all they're
You got to do yoga soon.
all they're doing is trimming an inch off the bottom.
Okay,
so I'm
I'll
not
allow
gonna.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm
I
not gonna
know.
go pay $100
Yep.
for that. And on top,
I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it.
Listen, no. That's totally fine. Trim like that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But if you're going and getting your hair done,
Getting color.
Yeah,
a female
no.
at Supercuts or at
Great
Great
Clips.
Clips, which are great, by the way.
Yeah, I go there. I go there.
Yeah.
Like I said, because I'm trying to grow my hair out, I have to get it trimmed every other month. So that's, you know what I mean? So that's $20, $25 with the tip every other month. I'm not going to go spend $100 for a stylist to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do they still have Fantastic Sam's?
Yeah.
Is that still out there?
That's the thing, yeah.
I remember going there when I was a kid.
I can never remember the name of the place that cuts my hair. It's Great Clips, and I know that now, but it used to be like, is it Supercuts? Is it Fantastic
Yeah.
Sam's? Is it Sport Clips? Is it?
And Great Clips, they have the app. You check in.
Yeah, now
you walk
listen, I'm a
in.
pro now.
Yeah, it's perfect. They don't even wash my hair. They just spray it. No, well, I go home to wash it. They just spray it down. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm in there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's, you know what I mean? For
I know, but I just see the lady next to me, and they're cutting her hair, and they're putting
sad.
hairspray on it, yeah, and she's like, well, the worst part is she likes it.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, this looks nice.
Yeah.
And you're like, you don't feel that way.
Also, like I said before, there was the lady who was like, I don't know, what do you think I should do? Don't take advice.
No.
There's been one person that's cut my hair for like 15 years. Same guy.
Yeah, I know. It's weird that you go all the way to St. Pete
I
to get
do.
your haircut.
That Casablanca Barbershop right next to 4th Street by the radio station.
And I don't mean
It's
this to
fantastic.
be negative or anything, but you don't have a difficult hairstyle. You know what I mean? Like I would imagine your wife could do that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
you don't go anywhere near that office for any other reason. So you drive all the way to St. Pete just to get your hair buzzed with a 2 on the side and a 4 on the top.
100%.
That's crazy.
He just does. I just sit down and I don't have to tell him what to do, and it's perfect every single time.
He's a creature of habit.
And he's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, but you probably can go to any barber in Wesley Chapel and get the same exact haircut.
But also now I've been going there since that place first opened, and now
But now
I'm
you
like
gotta drive
a
45
loyal,
minutes.
I'm a loyal customer.
But that's
I've
the
been going there forever.
But like Mike said, like you're wasting time, gas. Like you could be doing so much more with that extra hour and a half.
No. Mo at Casablanca Barbershop is the best in the entire Tampa
Carmen.
Bay area.
Also, Gio's watching documentaries about guys with big balls. He doesn't have. It's fun.
He doesn't have a lot going on.
Yeah.
I don't see why that correlates, but
I get it.
You're helping small business.
shout out to Mo at Casablanca Barbershop.
Yeah.
He's got the big balls.
Today is May 28th. Anything special about today?
Yes. What is today? The 28th day of May? No, I got nothing.
Nothing, Carmen?
It's my dog's cowboy. It's his birthday.
Oh, that's not
happy
what I was
birthday.
thinking of, but happy birthday to Cowboy. Joe, anything you can think of?
No, nothing. It's Wednesday.
Gio, I'm sure you know.
What?
Today is Happy National Burger Day.
I don't know.
Will you be celebrating with your usual?
No, I don't.
Burger
I don't know why I would do that.
Well, if you want to do it, you should go up to Canada because Wendy's in Canada just released a brand new burger.
I saw.
Hopefully, it comes down this way. Of course, you did. You got
Wendy's
the
in
newsletter.
Canada.
Wendy's just released a brand new burger with grilled cheese as the bun on the top
that's
and the
nice.
bottom.
That's
It's grilled
nice.
cheese and then the burger. Yeah, it's only available in Canada for now, but hopefully coming down to the
That's a lot, I feel like.
United States. I mean, is it?
2 grilled cheeses.
Well, it's not like a full grilled cheese. It's like the bun, and they cut it in half and put cheese in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Almost like a stuffed crust pizza kind of thing.
Right.
So
Okay.
they take the regular bun, cut it in half, do a grilled cheese with the top bun, the bottom bun, and then put the burger inside.
All right.
Yeah, it's not like
4 pieces of bread.
right. Yeah, they don't overdo it.
Carb it up.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
It does look
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with just a grilled cheese right now.
Oh, wait. We talk about food way too much.
So cheesy.
I gotta tell you, I made some homemade like tomato and red pepper soup, and I made a grilled cheese. Oh, it was so good.
Don't let me finish what I'm saying. What I'm going to say.
No,
boy.
You take whenever Galvin gets me hungry, and then you talk about making food. All I picture is you making chemicals for your laundry soap, and it takes
Like,
the food. Yeah,
She uses the same pots.
stir it in a big oar.
Same utensils.
Yeah, all right. That makes it better, Carmen. It makes it better.
Again, I for my laundry detergent, I literally just pour everything in the one bucket and I shake it with the lid on. I don't use anything to stir it. So I use nothing in my kitchen for it.
I made a decision yesterday that I'm going to learn how to do something.
No.
Mm-hmm. Superheat and air had to come out yesterday because I had one side of my house was 78 degrees, which is the equivalent of being on the surface of hell.
Oh, please tell me it was like, oh, yeah, and they flipped the switch and left.
Wasn't so bad. Yeah, there was the pipe gets backed up and water builds up in the pipe.
Yeah.
So
white vinegar.
Yeah.
Yep.
White vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He said once a month pour white vinegar in there, and I made a conscious decision yesterday. I promised myself that I will do that. I made one other decision that I'm not following through with. I'm also going to do that. I have to put salt in my water softener. And other than that, those are the two things that I have two duties now.
Joe, you got two new things to have.
Don't worry.
Go check
Joe
the.
can't carry the salt. He's too small.
Go check the AC drain pipe. Make sure it's clear.
Three of them. There's three of them.
You know what you can do also, instead of putting salt in your water softener, throw out your water softener. It doesn't really do anything. Unless you have a baby.
I can tell the difference when there's when it's got salt.
Depending on what your water situation is.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got to kill this fly.
Hold it.
Where's the fly trap?
I think Galvin's bringing the flies in.
Yeah, it's definitely me. It's not. It's not the old meat that was pushed down your drain by Tom. It's definitely me.
No,
The fly trap's dead, huh?
Couldn't even take care of it for a week.
What the hell,
you
man?
Killed it, Joe.
I did.
Garbage.
I knew it. I told you it was going to happen.
Died?
Yeah, Joe killed it.
Joe left it out in the 100-degree sun over Memorial Day weekend. He said, "There you go, America, enjoy."
Now we.
I'm watching Galvin trying to kill the fly.
I mean, it's crazy.
Now we all suffer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, land in my hand, you idiot.
You get it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, good. There you go.
Christ.
I noticed, not you. I noticed it's in this corner.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, right next to
What?
You got to have some citrus rotten over there somewhere.
I don't have any citrus over
Has
here.
anyone
It's
else?
his hair or something.
No.
Has anyone else gone through his corner? Gio?
No way.
No.
Listen,
I
someone
think it's booby trapped.
again.
I want to pat you down. I believe there's an old peach in your pocket.
No.
I guarantee there's
Carrying around a peach pit.
some banana behind
For sure.
one of the machines.
Carmen, there's so many wires and trash and
Right.
stuff all piled up in the corner.
Why do you back off for a second?
There is some trash under there. It does look very trashy.
I mean, it's the worst corner of the room.
I mean,
Your
we can
area
always,
is so dusty.
and we can also just go back to it took a year and a half for you to tell anyone about chocolate milk being
Yeah.
spilt on your board.
It's a secret I like to keep.
It's-
I don't like to share my details.
Right.
He does move slow with information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Remember, it took him 3 days to tell us the
Anything
guy
else-
bought
is
the
there-
pot.
Is there anything else? Anything else that I'm doing wrong?
You should have just like an ounce of pride in your workspace.
Okay.
The best is sometimes we'll just hear, and we look over there, and Joey's eating nuts out of a prescription pill bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just puts his little snacks in little bottles.
Were
and
you eating a
takes them
hot
with
dog
him.
yesterday?
I was. That was
Where'd
it.
you get a hot dog? You like
brought
Peter
my
Brady?
own-
You put it in the flashlight?
I brought my own hot dog.
Hilarious.
I looked over and Joe was like eating a hot dog in the middle of the show.
He has 2 empty water bottles over there. He's got a baggie of something. He's got some like iodine drops and stuff. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Just everybody relax.
There's so much stuff.
Everything's.
Why do you have iodine?
It's not iodine. This is for cleaning my glasses.
Oh, okay. He's an old man. Let him be.
I don't know. It's very weird. A man in Virginia was arrested after he painted his own crosswalk on a busy street. He used spray chalk to make it, and he wants the city to put something permanent down so the drivers slow down in that area.
That's funny.
Yeah, I like that. Consumer Reports posted a list of the most dangerous foods that might be sitting in your fridge right now and possibly causing flies. It's based on how many people get sick or landed in the hospital thanks to these different food poisonings and stuff. Think about your fridge, whether you have this stuff in here. The 10 foods starting with the most dangerous. What do you think the most dangerous food in your
I
fridge
don't know what
is?
the most dangerous, like what?
Well,
what
think about it like if you left it in there and then you ate it, and you're like, is this still good?
I know that cold cuts are they get bacteria.
Number one.
Yeah.
Really?
Number one, Gio, yes. 87 hospitalizations in the last year and 10 deaths.
Yeah.
From deli meat.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
That seems to me like too high.
Nah, it's just like a petri dish for bacteria.
Wow.
Did you hear how Uncle Ray died?
Yeah.
Ham. Ham got him. Number 2, cucumbers. No deaths, but 173 people went to the hospital because of cucumbers, because that can have like salmonella and that type of stuff, or listeria or E. coli. Raw milk and raw cheese, they say, which is another cheese, queso fresco and cotija. 2 deaths, 23 people went to the hospital.
From cheese.
Eggs.
Yeah.
34 people went to the hospital because of eggs. Me, I love them. Onions.
Oh, no.
1 death, 34 people going to the hospital.
What about fish?
Let's see. Fish. No, it says pre-cooked meat includes things like pre-made salads or frozen burritos. But some of the other stuff they have is leafy greens, carrots, basil, onions. Yeah.
Fish is the only thing that I make that I'm worried about sometimes because not that it's bad, but you never know what you're going to get.
If it's cooked enough and if you overcook it, then you ruin it.
Right.
Yeah. I always err on the side of caution. If something I'm like, this has been in there for like 2 or 3 days or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not even going to chance it.
I'm not leaving it. Well, I shouldn't say that. My wife doesn't chance anything. Like if she looks at meat and she goes, this looks brown. It doesn't look brown. It's just oxidized a little bit. It's not.
That's the problem, though, is ground beef. Ground beef goes so fast.
Yeah, but she'll buy it, and the date still has like 3 days left on it just to sell by. And she'll be like, we've had it for 2 days. Yeah, but if it was in the store, it'd still be for sale.
I know, but I always try and make it immediately, and then that I feel like gives it a little more shelf life. But also, if I make it and it's in there for a couple days and it's not eaten, I'm like,
Ali, if it's in the refrigerator, I'm eating. I don't care if it's a
And it depends on the type of packaging because, they have some meats that are like really concealed in individual like little square packages.
Yeah.
And then they have the ones that are in the big like black containers where there's a lot more air in it. I feel like those go bad a lot faster.
What meat are you getting in the big black container?
Whoa.
No, like
talking about Chad?
No, like it's like the white container that they put the
white container.
It's either black or white, and then they put the put the plastic over it. But then they have the ones that are like airtight, sealed.
That's what we get, the little squares.
Right.
Yeah. But it's usually like the grass fed.
Right, but if you get the ones that the store does, I feel like those go bad a lot.
And I feel like a lot of times they wait until it gets all bloody and gross, and then they just rewrap it.
Right.
Yeah.
They drain all the blood and rewrap it. And you're like,
once I went to the black packaging, I didn't go back to the white.
Looks bigger. Looks bigger.
I never tell you how hungry I am. This show makes me so hungry. They just showed that commercial for that Farmer's Fresh dog food.
Yeah,
I was like, I would take a
scoop of it.
Looks like looks like one of those Thanksgiving bowls you get at Wawa.
I like it. Some sad news. We actually missed this on Monday because we were off. Rick Derringer, the guitarist and songwriter who scored hits with Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, and do you know what other song? You better believe it. Hulk Hogan's I Am a Real American.
I know.
Now, is this a song first, or did he write this for Hulk Hogan?
That I don't know.
I feel like it was written for Hulk Hogan.
I mean, it seems like it would have to be, right?
Also, a cover of Hang On Sloopy while working with everyone from Steely Dan.
Sloopy was his song. He was in the band. That's where he started.
And then he did the solo.
And then he did his solo career.
Right.
But this right here is the dumbest song in the history of rock and roll music. Rock and roll.
Oh, it's great, though.
Hoochie Coo.
Listen to the guitar on here.
But what is a Hoochie Coo?
You know what it is.
No, I don't.
Yeah, they come to the show. Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo.
I would say this is somebody who stretched one song through a whole career.
Oh, yeah. I think
he's got no other songs besides this.
It's like Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo Part 2.
Yeah.
The remake, The Reckoning.
Hoochie Coo.
By the way, worked with everyone from Steely Dan to Cyndi Lauper.
The Reckoning?
Yeah. Steely Dan, Cyndi Lauper, Alice Cooper, and produced 6 albums for Weird Al.
Oh.
And played the solo on Eat It, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, did the solo on one of them. He died on Monday. He was 77 years old, Rick Derringer. No points, by the way.
No points.
It says the song was written for WWE.
It was.
Oh,
yeah.
He wrote other songs for WWE, too.
Yeah.
I saw that, but I didn't know if they were like, damn, that song's so good. Let's just have this guy write the rest of the songs.
It was originally written for the U.S. Express, but they left the WWF, and then it was given to Hulk Hogan.
Oh, wow.
So not even his original theme song.
Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can I be honest with you about something?
Sure.
This is real. This is real talk from Mike Calta. I don't have any bad feelings about Hulk Hogan. And lately, I've been really liking him. I watched a video that he made the other day with Mick Foley. Did you see that by any chance?
No.
It was an interview that he did with Mick Foley down in Clearwater somewhere. And they were talking about wrestling Andre the Giant. And it was so interesting. And he told the story about how Andre, he's like, it took Andre 10 years to like him. He said the first 5 years he didn't like him. The second 5 years he was like, "You okay, boss?" He said that one time they went to Japan and Hogan met a flight. This is Hogan telling the story. Met a flight attendant on the plane and invited her to come to the show. And he said, so she's in the front row. He put her in the front row and he kept doing maneuvers and positions in front of her so he could like show off. And when Andre realized what he was doing, Andre took his head and put it in between the two ropes and twisted the ropes off. And he said, he was choking me. He's kicking the ropes and my head stuck in there and he's choking me. And he gets out and he goes, "No more girls." I thought, this is such a good story. I liked it. I feel like I feel like he climbed back out of the hole. I feel like he was up, then he went down and he had bad years, and I feel like he's coming back out of the hole.
The last time he showed up on WWE, he got booed out of the building.
And I feel like that was a statement, and he was like, "All right, I'll take it."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'll take it. I've done some things." But now he's back, and he's like, "Listen, I'm working my way back up," and I feel like he's on his way back up out of the hole.
Which is surprising, him getting booed, because was that after he was stumping for Trump?
Yes.
And out there?
I
Because
think
Trump
so.
walks into a WWE, they're losing their minds. and
Yeah,
there's-
but not everybody was saying, yeah.
Plus, I think he just jumped on the Trump thing to increase his popularity and profile.
But I think that's smart. I think because he knew
a lot of people are doing that now.
Right, but also he knew that Trump would embrace that because he's America. He's say your prayers, eat your vitamins. It was a smart move for him. Plus, he knew he was going to be president. So
instantly, you're going to have half of your audience doesn't like you anymore. But based on that,
where he was starting, most of the people didn't like him.
Probably.
So he's like, I'll at least gain half of the audience.
The fact that Knobs is in an apartment and his foot's about to come off and he's GoFundMe.
But by Knobs' own admission, he said, I asked Knobs, I go, "Don't you have some rich friends that can help you out?" You know what I was hinting at. And Knobs said, people always say, "Can't Hogan just give you the money?" You don't know what Hogan's already given me. So you don't know. Hogan may have given him $50,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't know.
Maybe, but I don't know.
I mean, how much more are you going to help a guy out? You know, you might get to the point where you're like, "This isn't my problem. I helped you out as much as I can." Say he gave him $50,000. How much more does he have to give him?
Yeah, I mean, if he'd already given him a ton of money, I guess.
Yeah, and Knobs said he did.
Yeah,
Knobs said, "You don't know how much he's already helped me."
And what is his financial state? You know
he's
what I mean?
loaded.
Loaded, but
Loaded.
I thought he lost a lot
No.
for the
Oh,
divorce, and I'm not saying
Let's not get into why, but he's loaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a very nice house in Clearwater Beach.
Yeah, he's got millions and millions of dollars. So, but the other thing is, I don't really know, but I don't know how close they are. I was like, I don't know Ric Flair's situation, but he seems to have a lot of nice suits and a lot of time to day drink. Maybe he.
I think Ric Flair's probably got money.
Yeah, but I don't know if him and Knobs are tight. I think Knobs might be on Knobs and Sags might be on Flair's list.
On the outside looking in, to me, it looked like Knobs was very loyal to Hulk Hogan for several years, even when Hulk Hogan was not very popular at all.
Yes.
So you would think that when it comes to something like life or death, I don't
but it's
know.
not really,
You don't really
life
know.
or death. You know, and he may be paying his hospital bills and nobody gets to see that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm
just looking at it on the surface. You know,
I
don't know the details.
I see a Hogan uptick is all I'm saying. I see him climbing out of the hole and having one more good run, not wrestling, but having one more good run. So you see how Flair goes everywhere, and Flair's a superstar now. Everybody's like, I just want to take a picture with Ric Flair and wave, and he's on a boat with girls and all that stuff. I believe Hogan goes out on top like that as opposed to the limbo stage that he's been in.
Maybe.
That's it. I wish him the best. There you go.
Real talk.
Real talk.
A former Diddy aide testified yesterday that he kidnapped her at gunpoint and then brought her with him to supposedly murder Kid Cudi.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I don't know that.
You don't believe anyone that's against Diddy. It's hilarious.
No, but I just if I'm going to go kill somebody, am I taking Carmen with me? Am I taking Pat with me?
Are you a normal person or are
No,
you
I
Diddy?
guess not.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
listen. I get it. I think a lot of people are piling on Diddy right now.
could be.
Yeah, and I don't see that. I'm not saying he's. I'm sure he's done a lot of bad things, and he seems like he should go to jail for a long time. But I just don't know all these things that everybody. There's so many wheels involved. There's so many people involved. It's a much bigger picture than just Diddy.
Did you hear him, the audio of him talking to his son about different stuff and totally using code?
No, what did he say?
He's like, did you talk to the producer? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, all right, make sure you get all that stuff out of the house and da-da-da. This was prior to them, I think.
Right.
I don't know when this was from, whatever, but it was really interesting because he was like, the son was confused on some stuff. And he goes, I told you. He goes, I told you. He goes, remember who that is? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, all right, don't say anything. He goes, just make sure you do this. Yeah, it's like,
yeah,
hey, you got to help me out here.
Yeah.
He knows they're after him.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
You don't want to bring a kid into that either. Now your kid's responsible for moving evidence.
Yeah. But, that's if you're forced to, and that's your only out, I guess that's happening. This is some bad news. Don't like to hear this because we were just talking about how much of a great guy he is and how much we liked him. A stunt woman is suing Kevin Costner for allegedly forcing her into an unscripted rape scene on the set of Horizon 2.
How did you force her into it? Did you just attack her?
I don't know.
That's a good It's a good director tool. You know what I mean?
Oh, they do that a lot.
Yeah, don't tell her. Just
right,
go ahead.
Exactly. Don't, and do this. And they do that a lot. There's been a lot of situations where great scenes have come out of one of the actors not knowing the situation, how they were setting it up and doing stuff. But I don't know if rape's the best one to do.
Unless they actually raped her.
Now, here's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Don't tell her. You're going to rape her.
Yeah.
And we're going to film it.
That's a little rough.
By the way, Horizon 2, we're still, is that coming out or no, or what happened?
I watched some of Horizon 1 again the other day. Still as boring as the first time I saw it.
Yeah, and we wanted to like that.
Still better than Friendship.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I talked to your wife about it, and I go, no good? And she goes, no. She goes, there was a couple parts where he's being him, and it's funny. She goes, but it's like dark and weird, and it just wasn't good. And I'm like, ah. And then I told my wife, and I said, I'm still going to see it.
You're going to the theater.
I don't know.
We're gonna wait.
I may just wait now.
Yeah.
I want you to see it so you can go, yeah.
Yeah.
No good.
Listen, if it's no good, it's no good. I'm not like, his biggest champion where he doesn't do anything wrong. There were skits on I Think You Should Leave that I was like, that one's not great.
The hype ruined it.
Question about MacGruber.
Yeah.
Is there a scene in MacGruber where they're in prison and somebody's ball goes in the yard? I saw a clip the other day online it was MacGruber, and it made me laugh. This guy was playing with the ball in the prison yard, and the ball rolled into the other area, and he was like I can't go over there and get it because that's the Mexican area or whatever, or bad guy area. And this big jacked up dude said, "Come over here and take my ball." And the guy's like, "Well, it was my ball. It just rolled over here." And he goes, "Now it's my ball." And then MacGruber shows up, and he's like, "Do you have a problem?" And MacGruber starts talking about him wanting to shove the ball up his butt. I was laughing at this clip watching it, and I go, if this is MacGruber, then I've been wrong.
That may have been off of Saturday Night Live.
No, because it was using language.
It could have been in the TV show, because then they do a
could have been
TV
show,
show.
TV series.
Even that they were using some pretty rough.
No,
language,
but it was on whatever.
Oh, really?
It was yeah.
So that might have been it.
Yeah, I never watched the TV show,
and I thought if this is MacGruber, then maybe this.
But
is funny.
that's
And I thought,
MacGruber.
okay,
MacGruber
all right,
is hilarious.
all right. I might have to give that a try.
MacGruber is hilarious
because that was very funny.
The TV series, whatever it was, Peacock or whatever, Hulu, whatever did it and stuff, it was decent. Whatever, the movie's fantastic.
Okay,
the movie's fantastic.
All right, I gotta give it. All right, I will give it a shot this weekend.
And it's one of those just dumb rewatchable movies you just throw on all the time.
Yeah, I own it, and I just every once in a while I say, I go, you want to watch MacGruber? Yeah, so good. That's not Hans. Yeah, it's great. I love it. Let's see, what else do we have in news? The stunt woman is suing Kevin Costner. Oh, we've been talking about this. This is sad. Former UFC champion BJ Penn was arrested on a charge of abuse of a family or household member on Sunday. He definitely has CTE.
Okay,
like there's some serious problems going on.
Talk about this, and then I got a related story to this.
Okay, but also
what do we got to do?
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
time. This hour's keyword is time. T-I-M-E. Head over to the 102.5 The Bone app now and enter time before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours.
That'd be nice.
Good luck.
I would trade that ticket in for $1,000.
All right. So BJ Penn, he posted a strange video showing cops trying to arrest him in his bedroom. TMZ reported Tuesday that Penn was taken into jail at Hilo, Hawaii on Sunday and released on a $2,000 bail shortly after 2 a.m. on Monday. Penn posted a disturbing clip of the incident on Instagram Monday night, during which he argued with officers before being taken away in handcuffs. Now, BJ Penn has claimed that the government has replaced his mother and now his entire family with people that are, not
imposters.
Imposters, yeah, that's the word I was looking for, with imposters and stuff. And obviously, he's got some serious CTE problems.
I think there was like substance abuse going on too. Like he was a big time alcoholic,
which a lot of times they're trying to cover up the pain and all that stuff from other things, whatever. So they self-medicate and they do drugs or alcohol and everything. Yeah, BJ Penn definitely has some serious problems. Hopefully Dana White could help him out. We talk about Hogan, if he could help, whatever. Dana White's the one that posted the bail for Cain Velasquez.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and got him out and did all that stuff because he said, Cain Velasquez is a great guy, and this was a situation that was, beyond his control. Like you said, if somebody did something to your daughter, your son, whatever, everybody dies.
Yeah.
Somebody did something to his son.
I want Cain Velasquez.
Right. Yeah. And it was a dumb situation because it was out in public and everything else, and that happened. But I think everyone's like, I get it. I get why you wanted to kill this guy. But BJ Penn, had such a long career and, helped make UFC what it was and stuff. And I'm not putting all the onus on Dana White. Like, he has to. But Dana White seems like the type of guy who would be like,
help.
Let's get this guy some help.
I follow this woman on Instagram. I've talked about it before. She believes that she's being followed by the FBI. She says she had an affair with a married man who turned out to be an FBI agent. She says she didn't know he was married. Now she says because she went forward with their relationship, she's being stalked by the FBI. And she was nuts. She'd go, here I am going out at the gym. She worked out at a 24-hour gym. She'd go, look, it's 2 a.m. I'm the only one in the gym, except that guy followed me in here, and he's an FBI agent. And there's just some guy on a treadmill, and you're like, okay, weirdo. Then she's walking home, and a car would drive by, and she'll go, FBI, look at it. It's got a black car with tinted windows. And you're like, it's just a black car. Bitch is nuts. Then she moves to Thailand. She's like, it's the only way to be free and get out of here is to move to Thailand. So she moves to Thailand, and now she's in Thailand, and she's like, they're following me over here. And now I think she's back in the States, and she's walking down the street, and she goes, look at this car. It's been following me for 3 blocks. She stops and videos the car. The car drives by, and you're like, that's just a car. And then the car pulls over, and it stops, and it's just watching her. And now all the people in the comment are like, hey, I thought this bitch was crazy, but now I'm starting to think she's really being followed.
But what for? Does she ever reveal?
Because she says that she had an affair with a guy, and that turned out that guy was an FBI agent.
Oh.
And he was married. And because she came forward with the affair and told his wife or whatever, now she's being stalked by the FBI. But it's amazing how she's got 50,000 followers, and all of them are like, bitch, you crazy. That's just a car driving by. But now all of them are like, I thought this bitch was crazy. But now I'm starting to think that she might be onto something, that she's really getting stalked by the FBI.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be insane? What if BJ Penn is right and that's not really his mother? What if they replaced her?
Yeah. Much like your Golden Chalice, I think the simple explanation is he got kicked in the head too many times.
It's 2 things. You're probably right. And the other thing is that I talked about this story this morning about how I believe that there's I'm just going to give you the short version of the story. There's a soft spot in my carpet, and I've convinced myself that underneath that soft spot in the carpet in my upstairs bedroom, there's hidden treasure. That's it. That's all you're getting. If you missed the earlier part of the show, you missed it.
Makes a lot of sense.
I'm convinced there's a golden chalice under there. If you'd like to see that, and if you'd like to see a picture of Joe's dirty workstation, they're both up on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show.
So dirty.
There's a picture of Joe's entire dirty workstation with the trash, the dust, and all the wires.
Yep.
Trash ass.
At the Mike Calta Show, and in the stories is me as Fat Indiana Jones. There
But
you go. Yes,
also,
Carmen.
to Galvin's point, he's saying, BJ Penn has been hit in the head, but that also makes him the perfect victim for someone to do this to, because everyone's going to call him crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're going to do
He's a patsy.
if you're going to do a family swap out, do it to a guy that
Everybody knows got punched in the head for years.
right, and that's going to ultimately be what everyone thinks is the problem.
Sure.
You know?
Man, he was my favorite fighter to watch.
BJ?
Yeah, he was great.
Oh, he was great.
So good.
The prodigy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was probably my all-time favorite fighter.
Yeah, well, he definitely needs some help, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure that there'll be more stuff with BJ Penn.
It's been going on for a while. Like
Yeah.
every couple, months or so, he shows up something
Unfortunately.
like a bar fight or some weird thing.
So finally in news, another reason to dislike BusinessInsider.com. So Business Insider was the people that tried to take down Dave Portnoy with all the fake stuff and BS and everything. Well, Business Insider.
Can I point out something about Dave Portnoy?
Sure.
Out of all the things about him, fantastic hair.
Yeah.
He really he's got some Galvin hair on him. He's got some good waves in his hair.
All right.
Yeah. Just want to point that
Good
out.
head of hair, yeah.
I'm noticing that lately. I'm jealous of other people's hair.
BusinessInsider.com ranked all of Tom Cruise's movies from best to worst.
Okay.
I can tell you they absolutely got it wrong.
Which they always do.
Which they always do, and they're just doing it to troll us, or whether they're just garbage. Do you want me to tell what they say is the best?
I'm going to
Let me
say
guess. A Few Good Men.
I'm going to guess.
I'd be okay with A Few Good Men.
Right.
A Few Good Men's fantastic.
All right, let me think of what they might have said.
I think they said Jerry Maguire.
No, they said the one that he won the Academy Award for.
Which was what?
Or is nominated. I don't think he won. The one where he had
The samurai
small,
one?
no, a small part in it. If you say the name, I'll tell you. But I don't know.
Oh, well, then that's not this one. This is a starring role.
Oh, okay.
I think they're going to say like the rom-com he did with Cameron Diaz.
Night and Day?
Yeah,
Night
Night and Day. Just
Not a bad movie.
something to really piss people off.
I feel like I'm forgetting all the Tom Cruise movies.
You
But let's
are,
see.
because we've talked about this one as not being one that we didn't like.
Far and Away is the one that I like the least.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I don't like.
According to Business Insider, out of all the movies Tom Cruise has done, they say number one, Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah. I think he did get an Academy Award for that, didn't he? Or didn't he get
may have.
nominated?
Oh, Magnolia? Is that the one?
Magnolia is what I was thinking about. I don't like Born on the 4th of July because I think I'm just seen enough Vietnam movies, and I don't like to see my Tom Cruise incapacitated.
Yeah.
I like hero Tom Cruise.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I don't like him with makeup on and
But
dirty hair.
they say that is his best acting role.
Yeah, he's been nominated 4 times. Born on the 4th of July, Jerry Maguire, and Magnolia. And then Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. So they say that is number one. Number 2 is Color of Money.
Okay, I'll give him that.
Love it, Vincent. Number 3 is Magnolia. Number 4, A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men's fantastic. Number
so
5,
far, I'm not so angry.
Jerry Maguire.
Okay.
Number 6, Rain Man.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Number 7, Edge of Tomorrow.
That's a good movie.
I like that.
It's great.
Yeah.
Number 8, Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9, the original Mission Impossible.
The first one is good.
Yeah, but I feel like he's better in some of the other ones. When he becomes a leader, he's better. But
Yeah.
okay.
And number 10, Risky Business.
I'm not mad at that.
They say the worst Tom Cruise movies.
I'm going to say Far and Away,
No.
All the Right Moves.
No.
Legend.
I forgot about Legend.
Number 1, they say the worst Tom Cruise movie, Rock of Ages.
I don't know if I necessarily call it a Tom Cruise movie.
Right?
Yeah, he's.
But also, he was great in there.
Yeah.
He was great in there.
The Mummy.
Number 2 is Endless Love
Oh, I don't remember it.
from way back, 81. Number 3, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back.
Yeah, wrong. Those movies are great.
The second one I didn't like. Is that the Never Go Back? Is that the one with Colby?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I didn't particularly like that one. Number 4, they
I actually
say.
think I like that one better.
Oh, ooh,
Yeah.
I know. The Mummy. Number 5 is Losing It when they're all virgins and they're trying to do
I
that.
don't think I ever saw that.
Number 6 on the worst movies for Tom Cruise, according to Business Insider, they say Mission Impossible 2.
2. Yeah, I mean, Mission Impossible 2 is not a bad movie. It's just not a good Mission Impossible movie. They shouldn't have brought John Woo in. He made the whole thing look different. Once they went back to the formula, it was back to action. But it's not a bad movie. And that Thandie Newton is so goddamn hot in that movie. Oh,
the fact that Top Gun Maverick is not in the top 10 of this list, this is a garbage list. It disqualifies everything.
You're going to be blown away because I'll tell you. Here in a second.
Come on.
Don't even go there.
We're up to number 7 on the worst.
No way.
Number 7 is Jack Reacher for the worst.
That's crazy.
Number 8 is Oblivion. Number 9 is Lions for Lambs, the Nazi one.
Oblivion was weird.
It was weird, but it was good, I thought. I liked it.
I didn't hate it, but it was weird.
Number 10, worst one, Far and Away.
What was the other one? Lions for Lambs?
Lions for Lambs, that's the one with the Nazis where they're trying to kill Hitler.
No, that's Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Lions for Lambs, is that is Meryl Streep in there?
I don't know. I don't know what that one is.
Let me see.
Yeah, I didn't.
Lions for Lambs, 2007. Yeah, that's Meryl Streep, Robert Redford. That is inspired by their idealistic professor to do something meaningful with their lives. They join the military and ship out to Afghanistan. Yeah.
No, I agree with him on that one.
I don't know whether I even saw that one, to be honest with you. But here's where it gets really wild. There's a total of 45 movies on the list. Top Gun Maverick came in at number 12.
On the best movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Top Gun, the original one, was number 17. And Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning that you just saw. I'm sorry, Top Gun was 17, and Mission Impossible Final Reckoning was number 15.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Will you see that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's good. That's worth seeing. That's worth the 3 hours of your life.
I got to tell you, if I'm saying his best movie, I might put A Few Good Men up there.
Yeah.
Color Money's great, too.
I would say A Few Good Men,
I think, would be number 1. And, where's Days of Thunderland on there?
It's not even on.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, how dare you?
Maybe it's the closest I've ever come to liking races.
Yeah, right?
It's Days of Thunder.
Remember, they're working on a sequel.
Are they really?
That's the rumor, yeah.
Listen, it worked for Top Gun.
It did.
And NASCAR is hotter than ever right now. Well, actually, IndyCar is hotter than ever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
racing,
they have that new Brad Pitt.
Oh, that's right. I
coming
forgot
out.
about that F1 movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh. Where does he play, a driver or an owner?
He plays a driver. He plays like a old legend that they bring back in. They got the young guy and he's the old whatever, and then the black girl goes, he doesn't look that old.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, he has to play all old parts now. Like that's just where
he's old.
That's where he's at.
Oh, how he's probably almost 60, right?
Yeah.
But he's another one. He'll age like Robert Redford, where he'll look good at 80. He'll still be handsome, just a little wrinkled.
They'll start doing the de-aging CGI face stuff.
Oh, I don't know. I think by the time he's in his 70s, they just have a spray that they put on your face.
Yeah.
The last 24 hours.
They won't even. I think they'll just generate the entire person through AI.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
I just saw Google just released another video AI program, and they can do video and audio that's synced up. So whatever you type in the prompt, and it'll create it with synced up video, and it looks almost unrecognizable. Someone read a whole stand-up routine of a comic that doesn't even exist, and it looks like an actual clip.
I saw a thing the other day, and it said, the end is here. And it was a girl that was an 18 out of 10. She was unbelievably gorgeous, whatever, in bed, laying like she's laying in bed next to you where the camera is. She's looking at the camera, whatever, and she rolls over and she goes, can you believe that I'm AI?
No.
Yeah. And she said something else, whatever, and you're just like, it's over. It's over. This is unbelievable. I mean, she looked so hot, so real, and you're just like, well, it's done.
I'm waiting for the first fully AI generated film.
Yeah.
And it's going to blow everybody's mind.
Yeah, it doesn't need any writers, doesn't need any actors, doesn't need anything. Just got everything all.
It's written AI. It's the images are all AI. The voices are all AI. Everything.
And you don't have to pay for locations. You don't have to pay for all shutting down streets and doing all that stuff. You have it all AI, so it's all profit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, it costs like $100 to make.
The one that was the stand-up thing, it looks like an actual clip in a club.
Was it funny?
I think it was kind of. I didn't see that. I didn't read the. I didn't hear the stand-up stuff, but it was showing like clips of it.
I bet you it's funnier than a lot of stand-up that's out there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
But I mean, it's pulling from the internet, so it's taking pieces from other comics.
yeah.
So you could say, I want this comedian to tell jokes in the style of Shane Gillis mixed with Burt Kreischer and Kevin Hart or whatever, and it would create that and build a routine, and then you have it.
By the way, speaking of stand-ups, a guy that we kind of forgot about that just kind of went away and is hilarious, and I saw a clip the other day, Daniel Tosh is so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Tosh is so funny, and I think he made so much money. He's like, all right, I'm done.
I feel like he does a podcast.
He does do a podcast. But his stand-up is so great. And I think he does Vegas every once in a while, but I don't know whether he tours regularly or not. But he is so funny.
Yeah, he was great, and I love that show. I used to I used
fantastic.
to race home when we did afternoons to watch that show.
When he would bring back people off the internet, and like to
Web redemption,
the web redemptions, those are always
Web
great.
redemptions are great. We had a redemption with him.
Yeah,
you know about that?
I think so. Yeah.
So he came to the studio one day to be on the show. And we were running late, and we made him wait in the lobby, and he got mad, and I told him to go home. So he went home. And
this is pre-Tosh.0? He's kind of on the...
I might have just started.
Right.
And then he came back and was promoting Tosh.0, so we were like, no. And then we went, all right, we'll have a web redemption with him. So we had him on, and we told him, and he goes, yeah, that sounds like something I'd do. I'd be bitchy about it. I go, the only other person that we ever sent home that was a bitch that's never been back on the show is Alonzo Bowden. You remember that?
Yeah.
He got all bitchy.
Like, this is what you do, make me wait out here.
Really?
Yeah.
We're like, we're not making you wait. They're making us play songs. So we're stuck staring at each other for 5 minutes.
Yeah, so we don't want to have you just come in here and start talking to you off air about all the things we're about to talk to you on air.
Yeah.
So just wait a second.
It's quite disruptive and repetitive, and it doesn't come across as natural once you do it on the air. So
And it's awkward just to sit in a room with a bunch of people and like not talk to them and just ignore each other. Especially
Spanish was the worst at getting rid of people. Like he would just leave them in there, and the show's over. I got to go into another break. I'm about to go live again. The people are just sitting there yapping. I'm like, shuffle them out. Let's go get them out of here.
There's subtle ways to do it.
Yeah.
Without saying, hey, could you leave?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just be like, hey, come over here.
Yeah. I'll usually open the door and leave it open.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, look, we'd all like to sit in this room and just hang out, but we are doing a job.
And give them that was great. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
People get it.
Remember when Jeff Dye wouldn't leave your house for like 2 hours?
I think he's still here.
He was like, I want to see the kitchen. He'd just walk in the house and he's like hanging out.
By the way,
he's so handsome, it's okay.
I saw a thing with Jeff Dye the other day, and he was talking about something, and he goes, that's like Bill Burr. You can't disagree with Bill Burr. He goes, oh, okay, Bill, just because you're doing better than I am, that I have to agree with everything you say. So I was like, oh, that's great. Because I guarantee a lot of comedians don't say that.
Yeah.
Because, Bill Burr's bigger than they are, and yeah, that's funny.
Jeff Dye's been on a tear lately. He's been doing really well.
He does not seem to care, who he offends or does anything.
Because remember, he had the DUI.
Yeah.
And he survived that by tackling it head on, though. Like, he didn't hide from it. He went out and talked about it in his act, and he did it. And all of a sudden, he was like, yeah, okay, then there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not letting people cancel me.
Right. And, you're getting canceled for that. Yeah, it's dumb, but okay, people make dumb mistakes. Yeah. And the handsome guy was out partying and he drove his car. It's like, all right.
And it's not the first person to ever get a DUI.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird.
I like Jeff Dye.
Yeah. I think he's great. That is it for news.
All right, Calvin, thank you.
Got it.
If you did not get your bone bonus keyword in, you still have time to do so. Go get the app, put it in there, and you can win $1,000. We'll have another opportunity coming up at 10 o'clock, noon, 2, and 5 today. We'll remind you. We must take a break. Before we go to break, I want to tell you, write this down, 813 Tinting. That part you should be able to remember, 813 Tinting, for all your tint needs on your car. Ceramic wraps. You want to change the color of your car. Say you bought your car and it was a nice gray, and you're like, man, this is going to be the color of the summer. And it turns out it wasn't. Nobody likes gray. Gray's boring. And you're like, I want a new color, but I don't want to buy a new car. Do you know you can wrap that car and you wouldn't even know the difference? You would have no idea. It looks like they just painted the car, and it's just a wrap. And the best part is, even if you had like a lease or whatever, you could take the wrap off. It doesn't damage your car at all. All you got to do is call 813 Tinting. You can text that number, and they can give you an estimate. If you just tell them what kind of car you have, whether you want a tint or a wrap, or you got some other work that you need done to it, especially if you have a boat. If you have a boat, you want to protect your boat with a wrap, or some sort of coating. They do that as well. I don't know all the technical terms.
Yeah, I can tell.
Some sort of coating. You can do that. Whatever they wrap the boats with, they could. Pete does it for you.
Probably wallpaper.
It's something along those lines. To get all the information, all you need to do is text 813-TINTING. You could text it or call it. And if you text it, make sure you hashtag PeteFace for a 10% discount. That's really what I really wanted to tell you about. If you hashtag it PeteFace, you get a 10% discount for all your tinting. All I know is it's 9,000 degrees outside right now. I asked Pete the other day, I go, can you tint my house for me? He's like, absolutely. He goes, we do offices. We do, they do buildings. You ever have see these big buildings? You got to imagine that the heat's just permeating through those windows. They tint buildings. They tint homes. Imagine the amount of money you could save on your air conditioning if your windows were tinted at your home. So anything you need in that area, 813-TINTING. It's Zen Film Solutions. You can find them online at zenfilmsolutions.com and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. We'll take a break. Galvin's got a brand new open letter that happens next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County had an earlier accident westbound I-4 at 21st Street. Crews have since moved that to the left shoulder. That's good news. The bad news is still seeing backups all the way to 301, so give yourself extra time or avoid that if you can. Eastbound I-4 traffic unaffected. No onlooker delays there. 275 and 75 problem-free right now. So far, so good. Southbound on the Veterans Expressway, and nothing to slow you down right now on the Leroy Selman Expressway. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
At Sun Toyota, we're saluting service with Memorial Day specials all month long during the Summer Starts Here sales event. Get a $500 Amazon gift card with a new vehicle purchase. Then shop select new Toyota trucks with 0% financing and a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Shop online at suntoyota.com, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Sun, Toyota.
Hurricane Helene and Milton are in the rear view, but the 2025 hurricane season is on the way. Don't wait. Call my friends at WeatherTight Windows now and get a quote on hurricane-resistant windows. Remember the hassle of storm shutters, the struggle to install them, the sweat, then living in the dark? With hurricane-resistant windows from WeatherTight Windows, you stay protected and keep your view. Call WeatherTight Mike today.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Ready to get weird? Don't miss the World Oddities Expo, a peculiar paradise of all things bizarre, odd, and extraordinary.
This Saturday at the historic Coliseum.
Visit worldodditiesexpo.com.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart. And we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at floridaheartexperts.com.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. From social media to the evening news, everyone is talking about the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? The time is now during the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. What does that mean for you, you might ask? You pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This is an unprecedented opportunity opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that beautiful brand new showroom on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America, and make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/radio, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
To really appreciate the value of International Diamond Center, you need to go back more than 4 decades when owner Keith LeClaire used to supply diamonds to upscale jewelry stores. He was a trusted source for the most exquisite diamonds and fine jewelry. But then Keith decided to start selling those amazing diamonds straight to the public. He opened IDC and changed the game in jewelry retailing by offering hand-selected, dazzling diamonds at no middleman pricing. Today, IDC dominates the Florida jewelry scene with stores in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, Sarasota, Orlando, Naples, Gainesville, and on the Treasure Coast. This is a powerhouse jeweler with the largest selection of natural diamonds, unbeatable value pricing, a 100% buyback guarantee, all the top names in bridal design, no commission salespeople, and an incredible reputation for honesty and transparency. For those moments that define your love and your relationship, IDC is the go-to place. The first and only official jeweler of the Gators. International Diamond Center. Get locations and learn more at shopidc.com.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
.28 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. Another chance of winning $1,000 is coming up at 10 o'clock this morning with the Bone bonus keyword. We'll give you that word before we get out of here. You'll have a chance then at noon, 2 and 5 after that. July 18th to the 20th, Neutral presents the 1025 The Bone Summer Beach Bash, which is happening at Sky Beach Resort. The very tip of St. Petersburg, right before you get on the Skyway Bridge. We're taking over the whole resort for the whole weekend. I would tell you to go to theboneonline.com and click on the book your room now, but it looks like all the rooms are sold out and have been for a couple of weeks now since we made the announcement.
I'm bringing swim trunks and a tank top. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, and a hat. You don't need more than that.
I will be out there. The entire show will be out there. John Senning will be out there. JP is coming to town. Drew and Mo will be broadcasting. We've got pool parties, beach games, Pitbull Toddler performing on Saturday, Matt and Zach performing on Friday. We got special speakeasy rooms that we're going to be tasting different products in. We got a big pool party after Pitbull Toddler that we're doing. Drew is hosting karaoke, and, of course, the ever-popular Yoga with Carmen is happening on Saturday morning.
Right.
The guys from the brisket shop will be bringing a pig out there for the pig roast. I watched a video of that yesterday of somebody roasting a whole pig. When they get it done, the outside, the skin is so crispy that they crack it. They crack it like with a hatchet first. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, man.
And they do a great, I know because they did a pig roast at the tailgate one time this year, and it was phenomenal. So we're doing all that out there. And the best part about this, you might say, what is the price tag on something like that? I bet you that's really expensive. It's free. We're inviting everybody to come on down there. If you got a room, you would have had to pay for your room, obviously. But if you want to come party Friday and Saturday, you can come both days. You can come one day. You can come for a couple hours. You can come and just see Matt and Zach. You can come and just see Pitbull Toddler. You can come and just see karaoke with Drew. Or you could show up Saturday morning for early morning yoga. Whatever you want to do, you're invited to come and hang out with us. I have stayed there before. It is a fun place. It's right there. It's on the beach. It's on the water. Beautiful view of the Skyway Bridge. They got pickleball, they got volleyball, they got a beautiful pool out there, and they have a stage and a whole area where our band's going to perform, and they got a big bar area outside. So if you like to just sit in a lounge chair and drink all day, they got plenty of that going on.
Let's do it.
Now we're talking.
All right.
I know that's your speed, Gio. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to being out there, and I think this is going to be one of the most fun things we've ever done as a station. I like doing things with everybody. It's going to be a good time.
How about JP coming to Tampa a bunch? He's going to be down here for the liquid lunch.
We know where his heart is. He wants to get away from Roger just like we did.
Yeah.
Once we got rid of Roger, this whole station went up, and JP's like, if I could just get Roger out of my life.
By the way, I don't know what the situation was, what they were talking about, but did you see them post pictures from when they're in like high school and stuff?
I couldn't tell if that was AI or if that was real.
The ones with that were like on the yearbook, those were AI, but just the photo itself was real.
Right. And it was JP with a full-on mullet.
Oh, yeah.
With his sunglasses on the top of his head. And I was like, oh, yeah. That was great.
Do you think if you saw a picture of me from high school and you look at it, would you go, I'd hang out with that guy?
I don't know, but it's funny.
I 100% would not hang out with you. Not for any other reason other than we look like. No, I'm not too cool.
I'm too cool. You wouldn't have been able to hang out with me.
We listen to different music.
Oh, 100% we did.
Yeah, we'd be.
You were scared of the music that I listened to.
Right, and I felt like you were a dirt rocker. So we would be. That's the only reason why. Yeah. I mean, we'd probably, if we had classes together and stuff and we talk, we'd probably like each other. But for the most part, we would be in different circles.
Much like Ferris Bueller, I would hang out with everybody. The burnouts, the dweebs, the cool guys, the jocks, the this and that, whatever. Yeah, I just, because I liked metal music, but I also played soccer, so I was kind of in between everything. So I was fine. But yeah, I don't know whether I looked at the picture and said we'd be friends. But that doesn't mean we wouldn't have been friends.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying just based on the picture alone.
Yeah.
That's why I said no with you, just because of the music. We'd be different ends of the world.
Yeah. Because my long hair would have scared you. You'd have been
Your long hair would have scared me. Joe, I would have been friends with.
See?
Because Joe always just looked like a fun,
but that was the Old West.
Guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You'd be riding horses and stuff.
Oh, no. Not when he was in high school. No. I don't know. It seemed
he'd introduce you to Beethoven.
My girlfriend at the time she always used to go, every time she'd see me hanging out with Moose, she'd always go, it just seems like an unlikely friendship. And I go, why? And she's like, you just doesn't seem like a guy you'd be hanging out with. And I go, oh, it is. We have similar interests. We like things together. We go to concerts. I had a fun time with Moose. Moose and I had very similar interests.
A lot of adventures.
A lot of adventures.
We're going to miss him.
Yeah. He did not pass away. I don't think so. I don't think so. He's now a full-on lesbian lady.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is a little bit late, but time to check in with Galvin. He has a brand new open letter.
And now, an open letter from Galvin. This is an open letter to Twitter. Dear Twitter, seriously, what happened to you? You came out and you were like Coca-Cola. Everybody loved you. Then Elon bought you, changed its name to X, and now you aren't Coke, You're not even Sam's Choice Cola. Here's a new name for Twitter, Trash, because nobody calls it X. If they do, they call it X, formerly known as Twitter. You can't make up a name, let us get used to it, and then change the name. That's never going to work. It's kind of like calling one person them. My entire life, them was a group of people. And now you expect me to call the fat girl named Kim them? Good luck. When Elon bought it, he should have called it Twitter by Elon. I mean, we'd still just call it Twitter, but at least he didn't look like an idiot trying to change the name and get us all on board for the new name. Twitter used to be you'd follow your friends or your family or people you found interesting and funny, and that's whose post you would see. Now Twitter just shows you random people's tweets. I constantly see stuff, and I'm like, why am I seeing this? There's no way I followed this person. Then I check it out, and I'm right. So why are you showing me this? Just to make me mad? It would be like if you went out to dinner, but instead of being sat with your friends, they just sat you with a bunch of random people and said, have fun, asshole. You'd never go out to dinner again. I occasionally will go on Twitter just to see what's going on, and apparently the only thing that is going on is white and black people hate each other, men and women hate each other, Democrats and Republicans hate each other, and everybody hates the police. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think that's true. I think people are posting stuff just to make everyone hate everyone else. And now I just hate everyone everywhere. Although I'll be real, I was kind of leaning that way a long time before social media came along. I'm Galvin from the Mike Kelta Show, and this has been an open letter to Twitter.
Yeah, you couldn't be more right about this one, man. Yep. Twitter really sucks now. It used to be great. I used Twitter to fight a whole city one time.
Yeah.
I fought Boston on Twitter. I went after, I was able to have direct communication with people. I can get messages straight across. And now it's just I don't even know what it is. I do exactly what you do. I get on it every once in a while. I see who ats me. I try to be respectful to our listeners and answer questions that they might have or statements that they might have made. And then I get confused and I just stop.
Yeah, because I'll see tweets that I don't follow the person, would never follow a person, don't want to see their tweets.
Well, I definitely don't do that. I don't go and read just to pay. I just go look and see who ats me and my DMs. That's all I do. My DMs are open. So really, if you want to get to me, your best bet's to DM me. But it's mostly people trying to get me to do crypto scams.
But I just scroll through for like topical stuff. I look for different news stuff or different things, whatever. And these things that are coming up in my timeline, I'm like, remember when I only followed 100 people because that's all I wanted to follow?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I only wanted to see this because it was funny and this and that. Now I'm seeing stuff. And it literally, I'm on there for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and I go, it's too much.
Instagram's kind of getting that way, too. Like, I don't mind every once in a while if they suggest. Like, I follow Billy Sheehan.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, it'll give me a Nathan East or some other bass player that it says that I should follow. But I get it, because it sees it in my algorithm of other people I follow. But the other day I scrolled through and it was 7 in a row of people I didn't follow. I'm not following these people. That's why I don't care what they have to say.
I don't like that.
No, it's making it like Twitter was. I wish they'd just go back to the way it used to be, where it just put me in the half naked girl algorithm.
Right, because also now whenever they have those the ones that go sideways, the reels, that are this way, whatever, you're scrolling through this way, and then it has a bunch of different ones, and it's usually just like hot girls or whatever. But then it'll be like a hot girl, and I go, hot girl, and then I click on it, and she's telling me how she has a wiener, and now that's all that's in my feed.
Why are you looking at that?
I look too long.
Yeah, yeah. It really is a shame of what it used to be great.
Well, it switched from sharing to the companies actually delivering
telling
things
you,
to
here's what you need to look at.
Yeah,
we used to be able to mobilize with Twitter. I'd go, ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem, and we're going to attack it on Twitter.
Right,
and I'd be like, this company told Gio he wasn't allowed to take his dog on the plane, and they'd be like, here's the guy's name and the guy's phone number, and it used to just go crazy. Now I don't even feel like that would be effective anymore.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't even on Twitter anymore.
I'm not really checking.
You'll see like they're, the last time they posted anything, and it's like months or even years ago.
Although I did send Gio something from Twitter, which I very much enjoyed. So
That's
those videos where they leave the bike out for people to steal, and then it's got the rod going through the rebar going through the seat as penetrator, and it does that. So this is a newer one now. Yeah. They leave a moped out there.
I saw that,
and they have an airbag in the seat, whatever, and they follow the person, and as they're driving, they just pop the airbag. Great. The person flies up in the air.
So those same guys, they did did another video where it's a bike, like a mountain bike, and it's up on a hill, and the guy tries to steal it, and there's no brakes on the bike. And then he gets a certain point, and the bike falls apart.
Have you ever seen the other one where they have a cable on it, and the guy takes it and is riding away, and he's like 300 yards away, and he just goes, God! Because the cable snaps off. Yeah,
that's fun. That's what social media should be for.
Yeah.
800-771-1025. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
What's happening?
I just want to say Galvin's a dummy. On X, there's literally a section that's for you, which is suggested stuff, and then there's another section for adjust the stuff you're following. So switch over to that following tab.
No, that's what I'm on.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
And it defaults to the suggested stuff all the time.
It does, yeah. You can line it up however you want. But well, Galvin's point is that it didn't used to be that way. I know you can go find all that stuff, but it used to be it was so user friendly. You turned it on, you opened it up, you saw the things that you wanted to see.
Only your stuff, yeah.
It was only your stuff. And now it's not. Galvin, you dummy.
Yeah, I accept your apology, idiot.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. Joe, I saw a story yesterday that reminded me of you.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I think you would like this, and next time I go, I will get you something from there.
Okay.
Do you remember the post office was losing money years ago, and they had a big plan on what they were going to do to make money for the post office to keep it open? Does this sound familiar at all?
I mean, they've always been, bad.
They're losing out to FedEx and Amazon and all those other things. But they said that they unveiled this big plan that was supposed to help them recoup some money, and it was selling merchandise. And they had this big plan. They never came to fruition. They never did. You don't see people walking around wearing postal shirts or anything like that. But anyway, the reason I bring this up is because the L.A. Coroner's Office, they had made mugs and L.A. Coroner's mugs, and they sold so well that they now have opened up a gift shop. And Joe, this reminds me of you. I feel like this is something you would like because you like weird stuff.
I do.
They have a whole section, a store where they sell L.A. Coroner's stuff, including postcards with pictures of DUI disasters that are supposed to be stopped. Well, they're supposed to stop people from getting into DUIs, but they say they're making money hand over fist on that. They've subsidized the whole budget for the LA Coroner's Department that they didn't have before. Yeah, next time I go, I'm going to get you a mug or something.
All right.
I know you like those weird things.
I'll go LA Coroner mug.
What do you think is the weirdest thing you have in your house?
I'd have to do an inventory. Michael.
Don't you have the weird baby's clothes in the attic or something like that?
I do. I have the dead baby clothes in the attic.
You say dead baby.
A lot of inappropriate posters.
No, I don't have any inappropriate.
Well, you don't have any?
I don't. I mean, I don't think they're inappropriate.
Well, that means you're racist.
He didn't make it. He just celebrates it.
Yeah. I'll have to look, Michael. I'll take a picture of the weirdest thing I find when I go home today.
Okay. All right.
I'll send it to you.
Thank you. And meanwhile, if you want to see what Joe's desk looks like right now and why sometimes Bone TV gets scrabbled, it's because of all the wires. You can find that at the Mike Calta Show.
I'm not sure that's accurate.
Maybe it's not, but it certainly upon first sight looks like it might be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. We must take a break. If you'd like to get through, the phone number is 800-771-1025. That's 800-771-1025. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one wreck right now. It's in Pinellas County, northbound 275. It's at 38th Avenue. Crews on the scene there with the right lane blocked. Pretty much stop and go traffic right now. About a 15-minute delay in backup, so give yourself extra time, or better yet, avoid that if you can. Howard Franklin Bridge into Tampa, pretty easy ride. No major slowdowns for you right now. And Hillsborough County is reporting accident-free on 275, 75, as well as I-4. Looks like the Veterans Expressway and the Leroy Summit Expressway problem-free as well. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Mike Calta here for the Gold and Diamond Source. If you've ever been looking to get rid of your old, worn-out jewelry, trade it in at the Gold and Diamond Source now through May 31st. You can double your trade up to $5,000. If you trade in $2,500, you'll now get it for $5,000, and gold is at an all-time high. So this is the time to come in and trade in and celebrate the people that serve our country, and shopping is easy. There is no chance you leave without finding something that you need. They have the largest selection in the country. You can take advantage of their 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means if you have financing for $5,000, your monthly payment would only be $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. Plus, it comes with free services, free sizing, free setting, free lifetime warranty, free jewelry cleaning, and free appraisals. The Golden Diamond Source is minutes away from where you're headed from in the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Almerton Road, right off 275, or check them out at goldendiamond.com and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain. And Mark, can you explain why the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to, on your time.
Thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale, make the most money, and move when you're ready on your timeline with their guaranteed all-cash offer. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the number 2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that number 1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Get the dirt out before school's out and call Zero Res. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I guess, going into International Diamond Center and them getting to know me personally and finding out that I am a nurse, a first responder, they offered a gracious discount. So lifestyle definitely helped with my purchase.
Meet Crystal Caban, Air Force veteran and now critical care nurse. She's happily wearing several pieces of jewelry from IDC.
Knowing that I'm not coming in to spend a lot of money, just knowing that they're supportive with the first responders and getting a discount really helped entice me in making my purchase.
At IDC, we roll out the red carpet for heroes in uniform like Crystal every day, with personalized service and a 15% discount over and above IDC's everyday unbeatable price.
I felt so warmed and welcomed, and that's just what kept us coming back again and again.
Are you a first-time responder or veteran? Join Crystal and countless others who've made International Diamond Center their home for jewelry.
Hi, I'm Crystal Caban. I would highly recommend International Diamond Center to any first responder.
International Diamond Center.
They will absolutely take care of you. I promise you that.
Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Looking for a great lunch combo? Hooters, Surfside Seltzer, Metallica tickets, and JP? Join 102.5 The Bone and the JP Show on Friday, June 6th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the original Hooters on Gulf to Bay. JP will be broadcasting live, and he will have your last shot at Metallica tickets. Pre-game with JP at the original Hooters with 102.5 The Bone.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Valerie Mills from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny and generally dry along the coast today, with 40% storm coverage across inland areas, firing up this afternoon and becoming more widespread through the evening hours. It's going to be hot and humid today, with temperatures reaching into the low and mid 90s across the area, feeling more like the upper 90s to low 100s, with high humidity, mild and muggy tonight with mid to upper 70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
On the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Phones are wide open. 800-771-1025. Yesterday, I had to do what I tell you people to do all the time, and it's called superheat and air when I got a problem. There was no way in the world that I was letting it be 78 degrees in my house. I immediately called superheat and air, and I said, I got an issue. I got a problem. I need help. I shot a superheat and air flare in the sky, and they immediately dispatched a technician to my house. The technician came here, and he went right to my unit without even looking at it. He said, it's probably your drain line. And he went in there and opened it up, and sure enough, drain line was clogged. So what did he do? He didn't just flush it out. He went outside. He cut the pipe. He made sure everything was good. Then he made sure before he left that I had steady water flow out there, so I wasn't having any problems after he left. Got it working. Before you know it, it dropped 4 degrees. It was nice and cool in the house, and he got it all fixed up. That's what you get. And let me tell you, had I taken my own advice and got a $29 AC system check right as summer began, right about now, I wouldn't have had any of these problems. They come on out there. They check your lines. They check your belts. They check, I don't know, they grease whatever ball bearings they got to grease in there. They do the 20-point AC system check when they're out there on your unit, and they make sure that you're in good shape. And that $29, if you have to, it's a $30 repair. I mean, a $30 check that you have done. And then if you have to have any repairs, they deduct that from your repair. So you're not losing any money. And they have same-day service, and they come out there with your super heat and air stock truck fully stocked. So like the guy came out yesterday, he had to go back out to his truck once or twice to get parts, come back out. They got everything they need. And their guys are just super cool and super nice, trained professionals, and they're HVAC technicians, not just some guys that they hire off the street to come on out there and look at your unit. If you need them, you go to superheatandair.com. That's superheatandair.com. And don't forget now, superheatandair.com also does plumbing. So if you need a plumber, whether you need it in an emergency situation or you just need plumbing work done, you could do that as well. Hit them up today and tell them you want to take advantage of the $29 AC check and get your AC ready for the summer. It is superheatandair.com. I was not having a 78-degree home yesterday.
No way.
It was miserable. Miserable. Carmen, you didn't hear the dead air?
Nope. What button did you press?
I didn't press anything. We were just sitting here, and in the middle of the commercial, it just stopped, and we all freaked out for a second and waited.
No.
And waited, and about 20 seconds later, it just came back.
Yeah, I've been sitting here because I'm not.
I don't know if maybe you had to go to the bathroom.
No, I know I'm not allowed to leave to go to the bathroom, so I've been sitting here. I'm literally looking at the audio file of like 5 minutes of commercials leading up to it. No dead air.
Right.
You pushed something.
Did you have to leave to heat up your burrito or whatever you're eating?
No, I'm literally just sitting here.
Mm.
I just.
You hear food in your teeth.
Okay. I'm done. Whatever.
Oh, you're grumpy.
Yeah. Yes.
Why can't you ever come in here in a good mood?
I usually do, and then you start talking to me, and it really puts me in a bad mood. You really just ruined my day, and you know how to do it, and you enjoy doing it. So
I don't enjoy it. I don't.
You do.
I like.
You do.
During the day, I just sit there and I go, I wish Carmen was happier. I wish she had a better day. I'm hoping I could do something to make it better.
Mm-hmm. Where were you? Why'd you go pee? You don't. You like this. This is
that
what you
is
like.
how you sound.
That was interesting. It's different voices.
Yeah. But it is. You like making me miserable. It's okay.
Why did you cause the dead air, Carmen?
Right. Didn't happen. Clearly
Why am I always have to be the alarmist? Why can't I thought maybe something happened to you. I was checking to make sure you were okay. I didn't say
not what you did. You didn't even tell me what the problem is. You said what?
I don't know what the problem is. I thought something was going on. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
At first, you just sent me question marks.
Yes.
Yes. How am I
are
supposed
you
to know
okay?
what that means?
It means are you okay?
That's not what that means at all, by the way.
It's open to interpretation.
Yeah, that's how I meant it. I meant, Carmen, are you okay? Are you okay? Annie, are you okay?
Texting,
Carmen, are you okay?
Are you okay,
Carmen?
It's just as easy as texting 5 question marks.
Well,
you really want to know.
All right. Well, I have fat thumbs, so it was easier to just say question marks. And then you responded with what?
Yeah, because I don't know what question mark means. I can't read your mind.
It means are you okay?
That's not what that meant, clearly, because you responded with dead air.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no dead air. So
dead air, are you okay?
So once again, I don't know what you want from me. I come in on time. I do all my jobs. I make fun of you. I let you make fun of me. I don't know why you want to keep poking me right now.
Because yesterday I poked you and you called me the best name I ever had, Selfie Queen.
Yeah, you're welcome. But that's not happening today.
All right.
Okay?
You're particularly grouchy today.
Yes. And you want to keep going because it's not going to change. I can tell you that right now. This is not helping my grumpiness. This isn't making me happier or better. So if
how about this? How about this?
What?
No, I don't want to continue.
Okay, thank you.
I don't want to make you upset. I feel like you're on the verge of crying.
No, I'm
Carmen,
done.
can you check your text real quick? I sent you a question.
Okay. Yes, Galvin. Yes. I'll get
are
right
you
on
okay?
that.
Means are you okay? Mike out the show. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. I was calling about Lions for Lambs and Tom Cruise.
Yes.
So I was out in L.A. and when they were making that movie, and I was actually in Silver Lake at a house buying weed on a Saturday.
Okay.
And a prop master with a box truck with his assistant was there buying weed. And he proceeded to tell us the story of how they were driving around trying to find a chair. If you watch that movie, there's a scene in an office. They use it in the trailer where he's in an office and very serious and yelling, and there's an office scene. Well, apparently they shot for 2 weeks, and when he sits down, the chair is 4 feet above his head, and nobody caught it, and he looked like a little tiny man in the chair. So he was driving around and finding chairs where they were meeting Tom Cruise, the director, the lighting director, and fancy people, whoever, agents, whatever, and they were meeting at indiscriminate places and then having him sit in a chair and see if the chair works so they could reshoot 2 weeks of him in an office sitting in a chair so he doesn't look small. He was on the second weekend of trying to do this and was literally buying like a pound of weed and was just going to get high and go buy chairs.
Well, it sounds like that's
True
the
story.
situation you need to be in order to go chair hunting for Tom Cruise. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you sharing that with us. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Yeah, don't believe that idiot. He's a moron. That's that guy, Steve. He lies, and he's just total garbage. Yeah, 100%.
The guy who just called?
Yeah, I called. Yeah, I told you that last time I called. And
I don't know. I don't know who any of these people are. I can't tell the difference between one guy. The only one I know is Medicine Man.
By the way, just a heads up, I didn't believe him.
I didn't really. I just laughed at him.
Yeah, nobody believes him. He calls every show. You know what I mean? Call one show and shut up. You know what I mean? Call one show.
I saw them give it. Thank you, sir.
He's got a story for everything.
I saw them giving Everett a hard time the other day online. They were like, Everett, stop trying to call every show. I think that is best if you pick one show, like them all, but you like them all and call the one show that you want to be a part of. Don't call all the shows.
By the way, did I tell you my Everett story?
I don't think you did. Everett, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is a guy who listens to the station. He's a loyal listener, and we do like him. He's a nice guy. But he's the guy who emailed me, had like 3 months of doing experience doing stand-up, and asked me if he could open up for Louis C.K. and Robert Kelly at Captain Bryant's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, the balls on him.
He direct messaged me on every platform I have, and I think also emailed me and then sent a carrier pigeon. I can't find it, but the gist was, remember when we were talking about Hot or Not, and you said that should be a TV show.
Yeah.
Hot or Not should be a TV show. We should do something. We should work on that, da-da-da-da-da. He emails me or texts me, whatever, and he's like, hey, Galvin, I was listening to the show today, and Mike said that Hot or Not should be a TV show. Are you going to do anything with that, or do you mind if I do it? And like wrote this big long thing about it, and I just wrote back, no.
No what?
No.
No. No. You're saying no, he can't do it, or no, you're not going to do anything
Much
with
like your 5 question marks.
Right. Interpret it.
No encompasses everything. And he wrote back, okay.
Take it as you will.
But did he take it? You don't know how he took it?
No. You're not doing it.
No, don't text me. No, don't contact me. Or no, don't do my stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
To all those.
Gio got it.
Don't steal the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Interchangeable.
Come on.
That's like if you decided to do, if you were just going to pop up on YouTube with a Baby's Daddy show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know where that came from. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Hey, listen, your fish kicking, does that cover like all species of fish?
I have only tried it on the striped fish. I don't know because Gio sent me a story where a lady got bit by a barracuda.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could defend against a barracuda, sir.
Well, I mean, I live over in New Smyrna, and, we got a bull shark problem. I mean, would that be something you'd be willing to maybe come over and...
I think I have a size 12 foot. I think it has to be a fish within the 12 to 14 inch range. I think a bull shark might be too big. But don't worry, sir. Just when you think you need a most, fish kicker will show up there. Don't worry. Shuffle your feet. Shuffle your feet. That's how I'm summoned when people shuffle their feet like they're trying to walk over stingrays. I wouldn't dare try to kick a shark.
I remember Steve-O did that in Jackass.
Kicked the shark?
Yeah, when they were swimming with the sharks, and he kicked it.
In the water?
Yeah, he put the hook through his cheek.
Yes.
And they were fishing.
God,
and there was a shark, and then he kicked it in the face.
Can you imagine doing that?
It looked really, really painful.
I watched my wife get her nose pierced, and I think I felt all the pain. She didn't even flinch. And then and my son has his nose pierced, and every once in a while I see him with a ring, and I forget that he has it, and I just that's so hard.
But even that's just a quick little clip. Steve, he took it, just like had to.
No, he did it himself.
With his hand. Yeah,
and he did it with a hook.
Yeah,
he's insane. He's insane.
He's coming back down soon.
Is he running around with a penis on his head?
Yeah, it's still
Is
there.
he getting it faded or no?
I don't think so.
Never got the breast implants.
Did not. But I think he's come back in July.
I don't know. I mean, I love Steve-O, but he makes me nervous. Like, I feel like at this point in his life, he should be slowing down, and it seems like he's getting worse.
There's talk of another Jackass movie, and then Bam was on social media saying how much it was going to suck, and then they made a fake trailer with Bam bitching about it, and like there's a lot of drama going on apparently in the Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera world.
Yeah, it's those two that are the problem, right?
I guess, yeah, because when Bam was on the show, he hates those guys because he feels like they stole money from him and kicked him off and stuff. And then they hate Bam because of his addiction issues he had. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of those guys got through addiction problems. I don't know why Bam.
Yeah.
Although
clearly right now, it looks like right now he's clean and sober by just the surface on looking on social media.
Right.
But also
he
to be
looks a
able
lot
to-
more sober than he used to.
To be able to do the movie and do the stuff, you have to have insurance on him, and so
That must be the hard part,
Right.
getting the
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah.
I don't know who's in the right or who's in the wrong, really.
Well, I mean, Bam's the problem.
Probably.
I mean, Bam's the one who doesn't talk to his family, doesn't talk to his friends, don't talk to them. Usually he's the problem.
Yeah.
And I think those people got to the point where they're like with most alcoholics and most drug abusers, you have to go, hey, look, we have to turn our back on you. You have to hit rock bottom or you're never going to come back out.
And that's the thing. If everyone else is the problem, you're probably the problem. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you can't spot the idiot on the bus, you're the idiot.
Who's the idiot then on this bus?
Guess what?
Oh, no.
Gio's not the idiot.
So I walked into that one.
Yeah.
He's not even on a bus.
It's International Cheeseburger Day.
Just burger.
Oh, sorry. Burger Day.
Is anybody having just burger, not cheeseburger?
No way.
Right?
No,
Does that make
cheese
any
all day,
sense?
Yeah.
Unless you can't have dairy.
Yeah, and I get that, but I mean, for the most part, I would say
Right.
most people,
if you have the option, you're going for it.
Yeah.
You're getting cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Cheddar.
American.
Oh, American. USA.
USA.
I'm with Carmen, though. I'll take a cheddar if you can get it.
I mean, I'll take a cheddar.
Yeah. It's got to be a yellow. I don't want a white cheese on my burger.
Although I
I
do.
like Swiss.
I do like a pepper jack.
Oh, I do like a pepper jack.
Pepper jack.
Yeah. Pepper jack's multicolored.
Little provolone, maybe. Mike.
No.
I go that
That's
way.
old man.
Provolone goes on roast beef.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's an old man's cheese.
An old man's cheese.
Okay.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
As a recovering drug addict, I just wanted to say 13 years clean.
Good for you.
I think Bam was probably the problem. Just putting it out there.
Probably.
I think he's probably the problem too, but I think what Gio is saying is that looks like he's been pretty sober lately. And and whether or not that is sober enough to be involved in a Hollywood film, I don't know. But it seems like I don't know. Like gay guys could point out other gay guys with gaydar. Can addicts look at other addicts and go, no, he's good now or he's bad now?
You know, I can tell you this. I went to Narcotics Anonymous for many, many years, and I made a lot of friends with people I thought were in forever.
Yeah.
And, man, I went to way more funerals than anybody should have in their 20s.
That sucks.
It's sad, but, yeah, I understand the distance. It is what it is.
What was your addiction?
Yeah. Oxycontin and Xanax.
Boy, that Oxy's some good stuff, though, isn't it?
Oh, my God, is it ever. Anytime I have surgery, I call that a free lapse, dude.
So as an addict, you're allowed to take it even if you need it medically?
So when I need it medically, yeah, I'll have my wife hold on to it. I actually met her at Narcotics Anonymous, too. That's a fun little fact.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she'll hold on to it. She'll give it to me at the time period I need it. I'll evaluate. I'll see if I actually need it or not.
Look at
Try
him
not to
tempting
trust
us.
that voice in the back of my head.
What was your wife's addiction?
Coke. cocaine.
Oh, so she's
The
like,
opposite.
She's like Oxy. I don't want Oxy.
Yeah, it's
So, sir-
crazy, dude. Because like they say, like-minded people find each other. You know, water seeks its own level. I tried coke once for 3 years. I couldn't get into it, dude.
For 3 years. Yep.
Hey, I took an Oxy this weekend for back pain. Like I have
dude, brag about it. Sorry.
I took it, and let me try to see how it manifests through my body. Okay, I took
Okay,
it,
yeah.
and I was sitting there, and I was like starting to feel a little bit better. My pain was really bad, and I started to feel a little bit better, and then the pain subsided. It went away. And then the power of love took over my body. I was looking at my wife and I'm like,
Yeah.
I love you. And I was like, I was thinking about calling people I haven't talked to in a couple of years and being like, what's up, man? I just want to say hi. And that hits me for like an hour. And then once that's over, I go, God damn, I almost made some phone calls.
Yeah.
I almost like drunk dialed
man.
people.
If alcohol is liquid courage, then Oxy is pill courage. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
It's love in pill form. For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I'm glad you're sober, buddy. Thank you for the call.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if you'll remember me, but I have your second favorite tattoo. It's Pac-Man eating my third nipple.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I totally do. Well, good to talk to you, buddy. Thank you.
It's Pac-Man eating what?
Lizard people.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't remember.
His
what it
third
said.
nipple.
Yeah, third nipple.
Third nipple.
Okay.
He's got it up here.
Well, I know where nipples are, Mike.
Oh. He's got a third nipple. Though.
Yeah.
He's got a third nipple.
I think I've met the guy before.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I took that Oxy this weekend, and I was laying there, and I was like, man, this is good. Everything is good. And then I had this greatest feeling ever, and then my back didn't even hurt anymore, and I'm like, all right, this is great. But once that goes away, I feel the embarrassment like you do after you're done watching porn. You're like, oh, I'll shut this off right away. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a shameful. Like I almost made phone calls I shouldn't have made and talked. Like I also like I become the emotional Mike Calta that people have been trying to get to for you. Like the one that'll tell Bobby he loves him before he hangs up the phone. You know what I mean? It's just
usually you are void of emotion.
Yes, but the Oxy will bring it right into me, and that's why I'm like I know I can never take drugs. Like I'd never want to have those drugs have access to them because I'll take them.
You'd be too forgiving and emotional,
too loving. Carmen, I almost called you.
What?
Over the weekend.
Oh, don't do that.
Well, I was oxied up.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm sorry I made you cry out.
Yeah. And by the way, I wasn't like that. I wasn't like I just had legit back pain and took one pill. And it wasn't like drinking or anything like that, but man, I almost got Carmen on the phone call rotation.
No,
hey, Carmen, just wanted to make sure you're not mad at me.
No, honestly, I probably wouldn't have picked up. So.
Oh, wow!
Yeah. She would have said, "I'm not a doctor," and then just right home.
Sounds awfully familiar.
Right to voicemail.
No, well, I didn't have service where I was. So, yeah. I mean,
well, I just checking on you.
yeah,
I was just
people,
checking on you.
they could have maybe helped you, but I could not have.
I didn't need any help. I just was,
Wanted to
making
cry.
sure you're okay. I didn't want to cry. I'm not sad.
Oh, my God.
Who else was on the list? Carmen, and then who else?
Somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh. Why not?
Because.
Been a long time coming?
No, I'm glad I didn't make the phone call.
Miss him.
No. And who said it's a him?
Well, it's definitely
I don't
him.
know. Yeah, exactly. We're all guessing right now. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
just
you
finding out about this right now.
Yeah, me too.
How close do you think he came?
Very. Let's play a game tomorrow after the show. Lock me in the room. I'll take one Oxy and give me the phone. We'll see what happens.
Let's see who you call.
See who I call.
Very interesting.
Who was it?
I'm sober now. There's no way you're going to get out of me.
But you're glad you did not.
You said
yeah. Because I get apologetic about things that I'm not really want to apologize for.
Well, then you probably do want to secretly, deep down, you do want to apologize and make amends.
No, that's why I was
maybe
smart
it's
enough
ego
not to
that's
do
holding
it.
you back.
I was smart enough not to do it.
We should do it on air. What were you going to say, Mike?
No.
I'm sorry we were fighting Melanie Martin.
No.
I'm sorry that Tom made me call and yell at you.
Oh,
man.
my God.
Oh, man.
Tom's got me.
I'm sorry we made you Get a bad sunburn, Wooly Bully.
Hey, bro. I'm burning, bro. Oh, no, Wooly Bully. God, I wouldn't even know what to do if I saw Wooly Bully today. I don't know if I'd want to spit on him or hug him. Wooly Bully. That's so funny. All right, we got to take a break. 800-771-1025. Do we have stuff to give away? Should we play a game before we get out of here today? Maybe we'll play a little Ready, Set, Lie when we come back. We haven't done that. All right, we'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone Bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 102.5 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Pinellas County is still working on an accident northbound 275. It's at 38th Avenue. The right lane is blocked there. It's pretty much stop-and-go traffic right now, but a 15-minute delay to get past it. Keep that in mind. Avoid it if you can. Hillsborough County had an earlier wreck southbound 75 at Fowler. Crews have since moved that to the shoulder. Still seeing backups all the way to Bruceby Downs. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge all in great shape, running up to speed in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
You know, it's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
If you've listened to my show for a while, then you know that I enthusiastically endorse Stingray Chevrolet, and I do consider Steve Hurley a good friend, and I trust his advice. And I hope you trust mine, because I'll give you some advice right now. If you're even considering buying a new car in the next few months, do it now and go straight to Stingray Chevrolet, because incentives are great, inventory is great, and not only is Stingray offering huge discounts, but you won't pay a pricey dealer fee. Listen, I've been harping on this no dealer fee for a while, but I really want you to understand the significance of their no dealer fee policy. It's an automatic savings of $1,000 to $1,500. Other dealers tack this fee onto the negotiated price, but you won't pay it at Stingray. Hey, no one has a crystal ball, and we don't know what the car market will be like down the road, but my advice is to strike while the iron is hot and choose the right dealer, and the right dealer is Stingray Chevrolet. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22 Plant City. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
Ah, La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 40% off. Plus, kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute. And sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly.
Hey!
Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $479 a month. Or a new Honda Accord, just $259 a month. Even Raymond is buying. Ray's deals are here. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today at Crown Honda. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
John Setting here for Hawkins Service Co. From repairs and maintenance to upgrades, Hawkins is the go-to solution for all your HVAC and pool repair needs. Summer is upon us, and if you want peace of mind as the temperatures rise, buy a new system from Hawkins Service Co. and receive a free 1-year maintenance plan. Get ahead of the upcoming price increases. Offers ends May 31st. Schedule your consultation today and give them a call. 813-445-8209 or online at hawkinsservice.com. HWPO.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
Tomorrow, some of us will wake up and it will be our last day on this earth. It will be unexpected and without warning. Each year, 250,000 people will die from medical malpractice, the third leading cause of death in America. 43,000 will die in a car or truck crash. 6,000 will die working on the job. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and we represent many of these families. It's awful. Unfortunately, many times, some of these family members are not speaking and never get to say, I'm sorry or goodbye. If you're at odds with a loved one, listen closely. Pick up the phone. Call them. Say you're sorry. I promise a huge burden will be lifted from your heart and your soul will be renewed. Even if you're not wrong in your own mind, it doesn't matter. Death is bad enough. Death without closure and love will follow you the rest of your days. Trust me on this. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Business owners everywhere are raving about ZipRecruiter's new feature, Zip Intro, which does the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates to meet with you as soon as the next day. So we decided to call up some of these employers and hear their stories. Today, we're on the phone with Pilates studio owner Crystal M. Harris. Crystal, how has Zip Intro helped you hire?
Well, I was opening a Pilates studio in McDonough, Georgia, and I needed to staff up quickly. Zip Intro did the work for me. It helped me find enthusiastic candidates who matched my qualifications perfectly.
That's great.
Yeah, I had my Zip Intro session on Tuesday, did all the interviews by Thursday, sent out the offers on Friday, and they started on Monday. Because Zip Intro did most of the work, I saved so much time.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, you can try Zip Intro for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
I'm Keith, founder and owner of International Diamond Center. We want to be cutting edge on the fashion world.
Keith LeClaire at IDC, talking about how IDC is now a premier destination for one-of-a-kind fashion jewelry. Earrings, pendants, bracelets, necklaces, timepieces.
Most people know that we're a diamond house. But what they don't know is that we have a tremendous amount of fashion. More than half of our store is dedicated to fashion jewelry.
Featuring the world's premier designers with unique styles in white gold, yellow gold, platinum, and an exciting new collection of gorgeous eye-catching colored stones.
Rubies, sapphires, emeralds, parivas, tourmalines, aquas, you name it. We have it. There's so many gemstones out there that people never even heard about. We are making a big move into it. Every woman needs a wardrobe of jewelry.
So if you're looking for the finest in fashion jewelry for any occasion and everyday wear, you'll find the most creative, most dazzling, most cutting-edge styles right here at IDC.
A woman can never have too much jewelry.
International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online at shopidc.com.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called Select Quote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with Select Quote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call Select Quote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Chloe loves softball. Cancer tried to stop her twice. Now she's a force on and off the field. We believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
If you want great food, cold beer, and a reason to get off the couch, Hooters has it locked down this summer. Start with their Buffalo Shrimp Special. 10 shrimp tossed in whatever sauce you're craving, plus a pile of fries, and it won't crush your wallet either. Or switch it up. Hit the tacos. 3 options. Shrimp tacos, mahi tacos if you're feeling fancy, or chicken tender tacos if you're staying landlocked. And yeah, they throw in curly fries or tots because they actually know what you want. Now, let's talk beer. Big Daddy mugs of Bud or Bud Light, just $6. Mick Ultra, $6.50, or just go big with buckets, $5 for $25. They have 11 locations in the Tampa Bay area, and everybody loves Hooters. Plus, they have 2 new locations coming this summer. Go to originalhooters.com to find the location near you. Stop by Hooters and make sure you tell them Mike Calta sent you.
This is Mav, spokes-eagle for Veteran Air, the home services company proud to serve you. Instead of me answering your questions like I normally do, I have a question for you. Are you ready for storm season? Veteran Air can help make sure your AC units, drains, and power are as ready as they can be for weather on the horizon. And we can even install a home generator that will help keep you powered up while the storm rages on. Protect your nest. Learn more at veteranair.com.
Veteran Air.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the windows down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Mobile services here at Jerry Owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry Ohm today online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
This is a cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness. This Memorial Day weekend, you can join for only $1. Get 30 days free going on May 23rd through the 31st only. You go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO, and memberships will start at $9.99 a month. It's time to be your hero with world-famous group fitness classes and all the strength and cardio equipment you need at more than 500 locations nationwide. This Memorial Day weekend, join for only $1. You get 30 days free. It's the 23rd through the 31st only. Go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO. Time to get crunched. Offer ends 5/31.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. With the economic landscape in a constant state of flux, consumers are understandably concerned about how car prices will be affected. While no one has a crystal ball to predict the future, I will say that if you're planning on purchasing a new vehicle in the next year, now would be a good time to pull the trigger. Luckily, our inventory here at Stingray is in great shape with over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles available, including a huge selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray on I-4 has no dealer fee, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. So while other dealers will charge a hefty fee on top of the advertised price of the vehicle, rest assured that you won't pay that here. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Carmen here with a big announcement for my friends at Teza. One of the questions I always get is, where can I find Tezas at? Well, you can go to TezaEnergy.com or go into selected 7-Elevens, liquor depots, and Walmarts around the Bay Area. But now you can find my favorite little mouth pouch on everyone's favorite delivery service, Amazon. You can find all of Teza's amazing flavors and set up a subscription so you never have to worry about running out. Teza is a pouch of herbal tea designed to be placed between your cheek and gum and is packed with tea-cut herbs, vitamin B, and caffeine. It was founded and formulated by a medical doctor, so there's no nicotine, no tobacco, and gives you focused energy. Quit smoking, stop vaping, and put down the snacks, all with the help of Teza. Teza, why spit when you can swallow?
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Raise deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your raise deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
The following is furnished by Excel Media Pros. Are you battling addiction? Call Rehabs America for a free consultation. Drugs and alcohol can destroy your life. Our program offers a complete medical detox plus inpatient drug and alcohol treatment. Your insurance may cover 100% of treatment. Many have already completed our program and are living substance-free lives. Call for your free consultation now. 800-210-5811. That's 800-210-5811. Hope is one phone call away. Call 800-210-5811.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at defenderruck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Valerie Mills from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny and generally dry along the coast today, with 40% storm coverage across inland areas, firing up this afternoon and becoming more widespread through the evening hours. It's going to be hot and humid today, with temperatures reaching into the low and mid 90s across the area, feeling more like the upper 90s to low 100s, with high humidity, mild and muggy tonight with mid to upper 70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
.932 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. If you're in Tampa, St. Pete, Lakeland, Sarasota, and you're looking for expert construction services, may I suggest Waterman Construction Group, your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC to patio pavers and driveways, they got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, a manufactured home set, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your entire project from start to finish. They've been in business for 25 years. They got quality craftsmanship, personalized service, honest and transparent pricing, and the guaranteed same-day response. They won't leave you hanging. They'll get right back to you. All you need to do to find them is go to watermanconstructiongroup.com. That's watermanconstructiongroup.com, or you can give them a call at 813-715-7383. It's 813-715-7383. It's Waterman Construction. Your vision is their mission. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. SpaceX has launched the Falcon 9 satellite rocket into space just moments ago, and no one knows what it does. It does. And no, right, even if they told you, oh, it's going up there to do whatever.
Yeah,
we
probably.
don't know.
Usually it's more Starlink satellites.
Yeah, what do you know?
But you don't really know.
You have no idea.
That is one cool Falcon rocket.
Yeah.
It's traveling to space. I don't know. I mean, like, why do we even pay attention to? Oh, there you go. The boosters went off. Why do they even pay attention to these anymore? Just to see if they explode, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Well, the one They launched one yesterday, and it's the one where it comes back down and catches the rocket.
That's wild. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's still, we're not used to watching that.
Yeah, because what these do is they cut the cost in like half.
Right, because they reuse it.
Reusable,
sure.
yeah.
I'm surprised nobody was able to do this before him.
Yeah.
Were they not able to do it, or they just don't do it?
Maybe that.
Because building...
Wasting money.
Well, yeah, but also building them, and you build them in a certain state, and they get the money for it, and, do all that type of stuff.
Sure.
It's wild.
Well, there it is, going off into space now to do something we really have no idea what it is.
I don't even think people are on that one.
I don't think people are on any of the SpaceX ones. The Falcons, don't they just...
The Heavy 9 rocket, I think, that one carries people, I believe.
I think these just go up, launch the satellites, and come back home.
No, I think Katy Perry's on there.
She's an official astronaut now.
Yeah, she's an astronaut.
I don't know if you heard.
We have a full board of phone calls, and we've got some stuff to give away, and we're going to do this right now with a little bit of Ready, Set, Lie. Here we go. We're all going to go around, and we're going to say a phrase, and this is something one of us is guilty of doing. The other ones are lying. You're going to have an opportunity to ask 3 questions. You can divvy them up however you like, all to one person, one to each person. And then you'll have to make a decision, find out who is telling the truth and who is lying. Galvin, as usual, we'll start with you, and we'll go clockwise around the room.
All right. When I was younger, for about 2 weeks, I called a phone number from a lost cat flyer at random times and just meowed into the phone.
All right. Who's next?
If you're going clockwise.
That would be clockwise. Yeah, but I forgot about Carmen. I don't know where she fits. Go ahead. Gio.
When I was younger, for about 2 weeks, I called a phone number from a lost cat flyer at random times and just meowed into the phone.
Carmen?
When I was younger, for about 2 weeks, I called a phone number from a lost cat flyer at random times and just meowed into the phone.
When I was younger, for about 2 weeks, I called a phone number from a lost cat flyer at random times, just meowed into the phone.
When I was younger, for about 2 weeks, I called a phone number from a lost cat flyer at random times and just meowed into the phone.
All right, there you go. That is true for one of us and a lie for the rest of us. Let's start with Matt on line 8. All right, Matt, lower your radio.
All right, yep.
All right, you get 3 questions, Matt. You get to ask them to however you like, all to one person, 2 to one, 1 to the other, whatever you like, and then you'll have to decide which one of us is telling the truth.
Okay.
Go. Matt's not paying attention. Manny.
Manolo.
¿Qué pasa, amigo? We were doing great. Chris.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chris. You're up. You got 3 questions. You can ask them among us however you like, and then you'll have to decide which one of us is telling the truth.
Gio, where was this? These calls being taken place? What city?
Newport Richey, Florida.
2 questions left.
Galvin.
Yes.
What city was yours in?
St. Charles, Illinois.
1 more question, sir, and then you'll have to decide who is telling the truth.
Gio, can I hear how you were meowing?
Meow.
Pretty solid meow. There you go, sir. Those are your 3 questions. You'll have to guess which one of us is lying. I mean, which one of us is telling the truth, and which one of us are a bunch of liars.
I'm going to go with Gio is the person that did it. I think Galvin would be the other one that probably could have, but
You only get one guess. You only get one guess.
I'm going with Gio.
Gio, did you in fact call a lost cat flyer and meow in the phone?
I did not.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Sorry.
No.
John. Jesus Christ. Am I doing the wrong thing here? Justin?
Hi, I'm Justin. I heard the being like a normal person.
All right, Justin, thank you. You get 2 questions, and then you have to guess.
Okay.
Geo is out.
Yes. Mike.
Yes.
Where did you see the flyer?
It was on a telephone pole by my bus stop where I went to school.
Okay. Is Pap in it?
Yes.
Where did he see the flyer?
Pap, where did you see the flyer?
I saw the flyer at the bus stop where I usually was taking the bus.
All right, sir. Those are your 2 questions. Now you only get 2 questions. Now you'll have to guess: is it me, Pap, Galvin, or Carmen?
The worst.
I don't think it's Galvin because I'm a dog person like him, and I wouldn't do that to somebody. But
right,
he's younger. I'm gonna go with you, Mike.
Am I the person who randomly called a flyer of a lost cat and said meow? I am not, sir. I'm sorry. You are not a winner. Will the person who harassed the person who lost their cat for 2 weeks please come forward in their cat voice?
Hello. I thought it was the funniest
kind of funny
thing in the world. I would call like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, what a dick.
You're a jerk.
And you would just hear, hello? And I'd go,
Oh, poor cat. They're missing.
yeah.
Wow. That's great.
And it was one of my neighbors. It was in my neighborhood.
Oh.
Like, I knew the people, too. Yeah, and I would just call them for like 2 weeks. I was doing it. I thought it was the funniest thing.
They're just hoping that somebody will call and return their beloved pet.
Do you know what happens if the one day the next morning, a guy's going to turn to his wife and go, listen, I know this is going to sound weird.
At least we know Fluffy's alive.
Fluffy called 3 times last night.
Do you know, did they ever find him?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Joe, you're the worst improv actor ever.
Really threw you for a loop.
You said exactly what I said, and you stuttered it.
Oh. All right.
I also saw the flyer at Mike's bus stop.
I did see that flyer.
I mean, I had it down so good. I was like, oh, is it the pole at the bus stop where I went to school? Like, it made sense.
Hey, you're supposed to throw them off the trail.
Yeah.
I'm not a great liar. Sorry.
I know.
Terrible.
Too humble and kind.
Well, no winner for that one.
No. I'm sorry. I didn't know we'd have enough time to play another one, so we don't. Carmen, can I just randomly give away a prize?
Sure.
Too loud.
Hello?
Too loud.
I told him.
James, so loud. James, it's so loud.
And Carmen already told him.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. You lose now. You almost won. Now you lose.
I don't tell you, like, the callers to get off your speakerphone, get off Bluetooth. I don't tell you that for just fun. You know what I mean?
It is kind of fun, though.
It's not.
No.
It's like, what's your name? Okay, take me off Bluetooth or speakerphone, and turn down your radio. Please hold.
That's pretty good. And you're nice and sweet the way you say it.
And I say thank you. And then I go to the next person and I say the same exact thing. Even if they're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone, I still say it.
Just in case. Sure. Yeah.
So this next phone call am I going to go to? This next one I go to, is it going to be louder or is it going to be good? What do you think?
It's going to be perfect.
You think
It's
so?
going to be the phone call of the year.
Ryan, good morning.
I'm just kidding, guys.
You win phone call of the year. That was excellent. Excellent, sir. You, by doing everything right, are the winner today.
Fantastic. I'm glad I listened.
All right, it may be a while. Carmen has to pee, so hold on a second. I'm gonna put you on hold. Carmen, I'm gonna try a random one because that guy was on hold. I'm gonna try a random and just see.
You're the worst.
Good morning, Mike Calta Show. Nope. I'm sorry. That's right.
You could have gone with the walk-off. And
No, I listen. We're trying to teach people. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
See, that's pleasant. Got a good speaking voice. What is your name, sir?
My name is Chris.
Chris, excellent. Good job. Appreciate you listening to the show. I'm going to put you on hold. You are also a winner.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See, it's as easy as that.
Easy.
Mike Calta Show.
You want
hello.
another one?
Oh, hi there, Mike Calta, Medicine Man. At least I don't have that windy sound in my background like people have it in their cars.
It's true because you're probably calling on a hard line.
Hey, I'm on my cell phone in my house. That's what it is.
What do you use for cell? Are you a Mint Mobile kind of guy?
No, my brother has me on the Verizon, and it's a Galaxy 21 phone.
Oh, okay.
I imagine he has one of those little ladybug phones. Yeah. They can only call here and his brother.
It's a Galaxy 21.
It has two buttons. His brother and the bone.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah. And
No,
Ronnie
I have
Mike.
a lot of apps on there and stuff like that.
Yeah. What do you
All
do?
my social media and stuff.
Are you a? Oh, that's true because he does have Facebook and that stuff.
Yeah, you got to have it when you got to have a Galaxy.
Hey, so you ready for what are your big birthday plans this weekend?
I don't know yet. It's coming up Friday.
What would you be willing to do for Metallica tickets?
I don't know.
Would you shave your whole
Something
head?
cool. Oh man, it takes forever for my hair to grow back now. It's not doesn't grow as fast as it used to.
I know it may never grow back now at 70 years old.
Somebody, and I forget who it was, but somebody suggested that Medicine Man do a thing, Ride the Lightning, but they had like one of those, sex things, whatever. But I think Ride the Lightning, we could do something different with lightning.
That's true. That's true. We could put you on something that shocks you in the sack.
Some taser stuff.
That's brutal.
Would you shave your eyebrows?
I don't have much eyebrows. They grow back.
Right.
Sure.
So can we
Yeah.
just shave them completely off your face?
I guess so, but I'm gonna look weird that way.
Oh yeah, you don't look weird now.
Can we?
I'm gonna have to just tattoo them back in my face.
No,
All right.
listen.
No, listen.
Can we shave his eyebrows and then glue them on as a mustache?
Oh, that's not. Well, I don't know if they'll come off.
Oh, that'd
like
be
in one
gross.
piece.
I hate tickling my lips.
Oh, it's not going to come off in one piece.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, we
No,
shave
but
the eyebrows.
it might
Shut
end up
up!
going
Let
like-
him let Gal
Jesus
stop talking,
Christ.
medicine man.
Shave his eyebrows and put, like, something to catch it underneath
Yeah.
there or whatever. And then
Yeah.
just put some, whatever glue stuff, whatever on his
And
upper lip.
glue a
And then
nice
just-
Dali mustache to him.
Mustache, Metallica mustache.
Metallistache.
Yeah.
What do you think? We shave your
That's some
eyebrows,
crazy idea.
shave your eyebrows, and make a mustache out of it?
That sounds very freaky.
Yeah, but I'm asking you a question. Would you be willing to do that for Metallica tickets?
Yeah, they got to be down at pit tickets, something like that.
No, you can't be big. Beggars can't be choosers.
I'm not begging.
You're not
I'm being
begging.
choosy.
You've been calling me every day for the past 3 months. You can tell me you're not begging?
Oh, the reason I call you, I like you.
All right, forget about it. Then it's off the table.
All right.
All right.
They said you were too fat to fit in the pit.
Oh, yesterday I ripped my pants.
Oh, fatty, fat.
That's a sign from God.
Come on, fatty, 2x4.
Lucky I didn't do it in a public place. It's in my house. It would have been very, very embarrassing.
You can't be your age and your weight together.
I mean, they were totally ripped.
All right, I get it. You ripped your pants. He thinks he's not begging.
Crazy.
Or choosy. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah, it's not going to be up
Like,
in
I'm not picky.
top deck. Got to be in the pit. It's Medicine Man. He's in the pit.
If you want to win Metallica tickets and you don't want to shave your eyebrows off it, you could join JP. He's going to be at the original Hooters for Liquid Lunch on the 6th, June 6th. That is the day of the first Metallica show. JP is going to be broadcasting live, and he's got 3 pairs of tickets to give away to see Metallica.
For that show that night.
For that show. And to my knowledge, you don't have to shave anything. I don't know. Maybe that's a last-minute JP thing. I don't know.
We'll see.
But that is it. Thank you for your involvement in today's show. Tomorrow is Thursday. We'll do the open letter rewind in the morning. Josh Potter is here on Friday, right?
No, Josh Potter's tomorrow.
Oh.
And
As
Cody.
well as Cody Tucker tomorrow?
And I talked to somebody else yesterday.
Who?
Scott Baio called me.
Oh, Scott Baio tonight.
They are best friends.
Yeah.
Tonight, Scott Baio's got a very interesting live stream that he's doing.
He does.
Scott Baio, he has been accused by Nicole Eggert of basically of rape, saying that he forced himself upon her when she was underage. But she has told several stories where she says different things, where she says they had a consensual relationship. Then she says that she was 18 when it happened. Then it was 19 when it happened. She contradicts herself several times. And it's very... I know people tend to believe the victim, but she seems like she's a big fat liar.
Well, Scott Baio called me and said he's very interested in coming on the show.
All right, good.
Yeah, so
I'm very interested in talking to Scott Baio.
That should be happening soon.
You guys have a great day. Check us out on Instagram at The Mike Calta Show. You can go look at Joe's wires and why we might have flies in the studio. All right. And then picture me as fat Indiana Jones.
You know where Joe was saying where the flies probably came from? The bus stop by his house.
That's where you get flies.
Yeah. The after show with Johnny B is up next. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Goodbye.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Fashion.
Steve Babu, I'm a fool. I'm an old, fat, stupid fool. That's why.
What's really going on in your life?
Let's shoot Uma in the vagina.
Mike, why are you doing this?
Cal, I have to go.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, genuine. What's up, homie?
Bushy.
Bye. Shoot that thing, fat baby.
Eat me, Grayson.
Go smash your fruit in the hole.
I cried a little bit. You call me a monkey. You're funny.
I love you, Spanish. Check your panties.
Come down for moose soup after.
I don't even know, how do I make something funny? I don't even... Can you hear that whistle?
Next time you lose.
Fatty McFat.
My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Mike!
Show daddy your mean face.
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Genius!
What?
That's it. It's over. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to The Mike Calta Show. Breaking summer news. All the rooms at the Sky Beach Resort for the Bone Summer Beach Bash are completely sold out. But good news, you can still come out and party for free. Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of awesome events and hanging out with all your favorite people from the Bone. Plus, it's absolutely free to get in. It's all happening July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete, a bayfront oasis with a private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. No matter what you do, don't miss the Bone Summer Beach Bash, presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw summer.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
This Saturday, May 31st, join Shark Coast for Daniel Defense Day. There'll be great deals on everything Daniel Defense, the premier AR manufacturer in the country, and their crew will be in the shop to answer all your questions. And for the event, Daniel Defense is collaborating on a special Shark Coast AR only available at Shark Coast Tactical. Daniel Defense ARs, suppressors, and SBRs are the best in the industry, and at Shark Coast, you get your tax stamp in about 3 days. Don't miss Daniel Defense Day at Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, May 31st. If you like saving money on the best quality products around and short wait times on suppressors, do yourself a favor and drive to Shark Coast Tactical for Daniel Defense Day. Huge savings on everything in the store, incredible giveaways, and expert guidance on all your personal protection and home defense. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, and open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. There's no doubt, if you listen to the news, that the economic landscape is in a constant state of change. And with the uncertainty surrounding the automotive industry, many people are heading to the used car lots. Listen, there are plenty of good reasons to buy a pre-owned vehicle, and chief among them is avoiding the dreaded D word, depreciation. Here at Stingray, we constantly stock 200 high-quality pre-owned vehicles with a great selection of certified pre-owned Chevys, like a 2022 certified pre-owned Chevy Trax for just $17,600. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray Chevy on I-4 has no dealer fee on any pre-owned vehicle, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
John Senning here for Wild Fork. The long weekend was a great time to bask in all the meaty goodness that Wild Fork has to offer. I did a rack of ribs. I did some burgers, some hot dogs. You got to get those brioche buns from Wild Fork as well. They've got all the seasoning, the sides, desserts, everything you could possibly need, and much, much more, with locations in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Petersburg on 4th Street North. Get it delivered, pick it up, or just go on a shopping spree. I love Wild Fork. You got to check them out. WildForkFoods.com.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest tariff-free new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0.9% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Surfside Seltzer presents JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch. Join JP in the Bone Friday, June 6th as we pregame for Metallica with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. And if you didn't get your tickets yet, sorry for your luck, loser. Just kidding.
You hooked me up with tickets to the show.
We have tickets. JP will have 3 pair of last-minute Metallica tickets for you to win on site.
So, obviously, you need to call off work.
Just tell your boss JP said it's cool and head to the original Hooters in Clearwater. Meet JP, Monica, and Dizzy. Drink some Surfside seltzers, and you might just win some Metallica tickets.
This is James from Metallica. Hey, win your tickets.
JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. We'll see you there. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Stream your favorite shows at theboneonline.com. Download the free Bone app or catch us on the TuneIn app. 102.5 The Bone. Available everywhere. Real Raw Radio. Breaking summer news. All the rooms at the Sky Beach Resort for the Bone Summer Beach Bash are completely sold out. But good news, you can still come out and party for free. Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of awesome events and hanging out with all your favorite people from the Bone. Plus, it's absolutely free to get in. It's all happening July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete, a bayfront oasis with a private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. No matter what you do, don't miss the Bone Summer Beach Bash, presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw, summer. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
And now it's the Mike Calta After Show. With your host, Johnny B.
That's how smooth sailing from here on out. Shut up.
Here we go, baby. Good morning, everybody. It is the Mike Calta After Show, 102.5 The Bone. I am Johnny B. Sitting across from me, you know her, you love her, you want to touch her, but you can't unless you ask. It is JoJo.
Hi.
How are ya?
Good.
I am good, too. I'll be better as soon as I get this out of the way so I don't forget and get yelled at in some Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
truck. That's right. This hour's keyword is truck.